Says I'm live. Why are you not showing up? It says live. I don't understand. It's showing not live, and I am alive. I don't understand. It's showing not live, and I am. Interesting. Oh, now it's showing live. Okay. I'm showing one person. Can you at least comment for me? I don't know what's going on because it wouldn't show that I was even live. It's showing now? Okay. Because it wasn't showing before. I went on and off 3 times. I was beginning to think I wasn't supposed to do spiritual talk tonight because I went in on YouTube rather than SteamYard, and I told everybody it was coming over here, and then it wasn't starting, and then it kept showing. Set reminder, and I said, "What?" Are you getting any snow down there, Teardrops? I got about a half an inch total today. I'm doing okay. Just staying home and staying out of trouble. It's windy. Yeah, it's windy here. Wind chimes in the front and the back are both. I was crying today, girl, because I was watching videos of the police going around and banging on people's doors and getting them out of the neighborhoods when the fire struck. So what happened, Casey, was I said, okay, I screwed up. I went into YouTube instead of StreamYard. And then I kept going in and it wasn't showing up. And then it kept showing set reminder. And I said, what the heck? And I went in to look this time and Teardrops goes, no, you're live. I just had a kick-ass reading from Jenna's friend. Oh my God. I posted it when she was live on Community. She says she doesn't see relationship coming in. What she sees is me working on the spiritual stuff. She says the spiritual is bringing in some new opportunities, days to weeks, that are going to shift and change everything. Hey, girl, tell me if I'm missing anything, Casey. Casey was on there, and it talked about the situation that just happened here. It talked about, and she brought up the situation. So they had a message for that person. Let me see. Yeah, because Casey and I were texting, and it's like, yeah, she was talking about, yeah, new opportunities that I'm vibrating out into the universe, that I have a major career in spirituality, days to weeks. It's like, what the heck? So something's going to shift. Yeah, we're all like, oh, I had to go back and listen to it again, Crazy Crystal. I didn't get to listen to yours. I'm going to go in and listen to it later, though. It's like, what the hell? It brought up a specific person that caused some drama, telling them basically, only when you do not know yourself, the opinions of others become more important. That was something that I read earlier today, and I was thinking about her. But she says, yeah, quit letting other people's opinions and stuff influence you, affect you, because you're grounded and on point anyway. So let go of all the other stuff, you know? Oh, you got to watch this start. I did post her I posted her in community when it was live, okay, for people to go in and watch. I got to do a collab with this lady. She just blew my socks off. And Casey messaged me because I have notifications on for her, because when Jenna told us about her, I subscribed, but it didn't give me any notification. Yeah, because she said I wasn't expecting the stuff that's coming in either. You know? It's like, okay, what grand and glorious adventure can the universe and I create together? I'm ready. I'm open. I hit the notification bell. The notification bell is on black. I do that with everybody that I subscribe to. I put it on black. The black bell, because then you get notified for everything. I'm not getting notifications for Austin either, and I went in and turned it off and turned it back on again. You think it might be from the wind teardrops? Yeah, you're going to have to listen to that one, Star. We're like, oh my God. Casey and I were like stunned. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that at all. Hey, Sierra, I'm sorry, hon. I had some technical difficulties with coming back on. It wasn't recognizing it on YouTube. Yeah, that reading was yeah, that was something. Yeah, Casey finds all these good people, and then yeah. Oh, let's see if anybody wants to come in and talk. I'm flustered tonight. Did you get a reading too, Casey? Oh, yours was awesome too? Okay, I see that now. Yeah. Yes, Gemini the messenger. And Gemini with dual personalities. Gemini women are just awesome to me. I have issues with Gemini men. My dad was a Gemini. My first husband was a Gemini. It's like, what? She told you about your gifts? Cool. I'm going to have to listen from mine on. I had some phone calls and stuff that came in, and then so Aquarius is up star and Capricorn's up. And tomorrow I'll work on 3 more. So we'll have them up by mid-month, well, close to mid-month. Yeah. Yes, we do. I just wasn't, because I know she said the universe is paying attention to the hard work that you're putting in. And she says, and you're out there and people need you. You're helping people. And I said, thank you, God. After last night, I was so upset. The last 2 nights, because, something I suggested for Jenna's daughter made her sick. And it's like, okay. I was just occasionally it pops up and I start questioning everything, Hey, Rob, how are you tonight? Yeah, Aquarius is up. Wasn't all good, I don't think. I remember that much. Hi, Raquel, how are you tonight? Yeah. I was just blown away, The universe is paying attention to what you're doing. And it's like, it's going to get bigger. And I thought, okay, I don't mind it getting a little bigger, but I like the personal touch, because we can sit around and talk, Okay, anybody wants to come on and talk live? Here's the link for the chat. Yeah. I know, but like I said, that's my fear of hurting or misleading somebody. And I did tell her, Bray, I tell everybody to question everything, even when I tell you, find your own truth. But I'm hoping that she gets the milk thistle, because if the milk thistle starts breaking down that membrane, then that would hopefully slowly she could start clearing away all the stuff. How did it go at the dentist, Sierra? How are you feeling, hon? Did they pull the tooth? Are you in a lot of pain right now, hon? I know, but that still doesn't mean that I don't feel bad. You need 2 crowns? Ugh. Are you in a lot of pain right now, though, hon? Jenna is amazing. And I have her PayPal if anybody wants to contribute. I need to send some money this weekend, too. Yeah. We're all sending prayers. But when she started talking about that membrane, it made sense to me, because I remember going through that with my bout with candida, and that took forever to clear up. Forever. Good, good, good. I'm glad you're not in pain. So Jenna's daughter probably came in to experience this, and the universe knew that Jenna was going to be the right person to get it all corrected. Yeah. Yes, we are. We're all amazing. Come on, you guys. I put StreamYard up so we could all talk tonight. Come in and talk. Rob, why don't you come in and talk tonight? Raquel, why don't you come in and talk tonight too? Just click on that link and you'll come on live. You don't have to show your face. You're walking on the street? Yeah. That's okay. You can come in later. You know we're going to be on here for a while. So it's interesting because the last couple times on here, we haven't done spiritual talk. We've talked about traveling. We've talked about cooking. We go over to the cooking channel and we talk about spirituality. It's like, okay. You're freezing. What state are you in, Rob? I know it got like to 36 today. We had probably a quarter of an inch this morning and it melted, and probably there's a quarter of an inch out there tonight, and it's a fast moving storm, so it'll be gone tomorrow. Who does it belong to, Star? You're in Toronto? Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're feeling the cold. You're feeling the cold. Hey, Crystal.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How is everybody? How are you?
I'm fine. You guys have anything specific you want to talk about tonight?
Okay, there we go. I closed it out. Yeah, does anybody want to know anything?
Yeah. So what did she tell you in your reading, hon?
That I'm going to be rich.
Well, we kind of got that too, didn't we?
That I'm working on something and the universe is offering me a gift, yeah. But I might miss an opportunity.
So I'm telling everybody, ask the universe for a gift within the next 48 hours. This is a lesson in receiving, okay? Ask the universe to give you a gift within the next 48 hours and see what happens. Portals and Bigfoot? Okay. I think, okay, I lived in a house that had, I don't know if it was portals or if it was a vortex or what the heck it was. Girl, I had stuff coming in and out like you wouldn't believe. I had shadows walking through the house. I had little people appear. My daughter wouldn't stay in the house because there was a little like 1 foot tall man looking in the windows when she was home by herself. Now my son and his friend came home one night and saw it. They chased it down the street and it went poof. There was all kinds of strange things happening. We had lightning hit the house. A lightning bolt went through my living room under the chair that my daughter was sitting on, and then just decapitated. If it would have hit the chair, it would have killed her. So portals are things coming in and out all the time. And I do think that Bigfoots use portals and vortexes to come in and out. Anybody else had any experience with portals? And Rocky, how are you tonight? Say hi, hun.
I'm fine. Just tired, working a lot, and trying to hang. But we're supposed to be getting a bad snowstorm between Saturday and Sunday, so I'll probably be stuck at work for a couple of days.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No. So when I kind of see when you're on, I try to stay up and get the good vibes when I can.
Where are you at?
Georgia.
Oh, you're in Georgia. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay, because I haven't seen you on here for a long time.
Yeah, well, I come in and out, coming and out when I can, and sometimes I'm like, I can't hang.
I know. And that's why I usually do it about 6:30 normally, but tonight was I had all kinds of phone calls, and then I had to get so I had to get to Sagittarius and Capricorn up tonight too. So yeah.
Yeah, today's my brother's birthday, so I got a chance to at least. He's like, "You work so much." I snuck in. I called him a couple of times. He answered back, and then I sung happy birthday to him and told him I hope he enjoys his day in the cold area of Cincinnati.
Rob, I've never seen a Bigfoot enter or exit a portal, but I do know a man down here in Castle Rock, Colorado. He takes people up on excursions into an area where the Bigfoot are. And sometimes they go in and sometimes they bring him gifts. They put him on the back of his truck. Sometimes there's one in one area. He comes in and growls outside the tent all the time. But you know, there if I think they can become invisible at will.
Portals would make sense as to why, or being invisible at will, either one would make sense as to why they're never found.
Yeah, because this guy would be sitting in his campsite and right next to the fire, and they'll come up and leave an animal or something as an offering on the back of his truck, you know? So, yeah.
Well, it's better that they're leaving him offerings than,
And then
tearing
attacking.
his stuff up. Yeah.
And some of the oldest recordings of Bigfoot sightings are from here in Colorado. But this guy takes people out on tours in the areas where they are, you know? And he just wrote a book too. I have to look up his name. He just wrote a book too about his experiences.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
I've been watching stuff on The Hunt for Giant Bones, which I had watched stuff on it years ago, but there was a new little
I saw
history on it.
I saw something about that the other day. There was a couple guys that go across the country looking at them.
They're brothers, yeah.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that the other day. That's funny you would bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah, they got real close to some compelling stuff, but they didn't find anything concrete, of course. Well, they did find a tooth that was humanoid, but not a human. That was way bigger than it should have been.
But you know, the Bigfoot, the Native Americans have talked about them for centuries. In the Himalayas with the abominable snowman, they've talked about them for centuries. And
Skunk apes in the south.
yes, Mothman and Skunk Ape and what's that? The
Chupacabra
yeah from
from Mexico.
that started in the Philippines, and then it seemed to spread. Somebody says, that's an ET pet got lost. Yeah.
Well, it translates to a goat sucker.
Yeah, because they used to attack the goats, and they're like vampires. They
Yeah,
suck
like vampiric.
everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody else gonna come on? Star, you coming on? Is Casey still in here?
Star, you still got your headache, hun? Teardrops, you should come in sometime.
Teardrops, yeah.
Sierra, Teardrop says she's had a headache the last few days. Is it because of the weather, Teardrop, Star, or is it who does it belong to? I there's lots of things going on in this earth in this planet. The Native Americans say that the dragons and the unicorns existed, but they vibrated into another dimension because nobody believed in them anymore, or because they were hunting them down so much. So there's, yeah, I don't discredit any of the old stories.
Well, I wonder if dragons weren't dinosaurs, that hadn't died off.
It could be too, but there's too many common myths about them around the whole, whole planet.
Around the globe, yeah.
Yeah. And my dad got me started on stuff when I was probably about 14. He bought a magazine on that's about the time when they came out with that video of the guy on his horse that ran into the Bigfoot. That got me started on alternative stuff and UFOs. And my dad always said, I've waited my whole life to see a UFO. And then, okay, so some of you guys seen my son Steve. My son Steve was having contacts with all kinds of different ET races. They were like trying to recruit him on his side, and they were showing them things about each the other races that would show up in the news like a month later. So they were like confirming to him a lot of things that were happening. They went to Arizona for a funeral, and they were coming back through New Mexico. And they said something about, they were talking about Roswell and UFOs, and my ex-brother-in-law, his uncle, said, I don't believe in UFOs. And then all of a sudden there was a huge light behind them. They were doing as fast as that car would go, and that light was staying next to him. People were he was bypassing people, and they were pulling off to the side of the road because of this light, right? And they just got to a certain point, and all of a sudden it just went woof and went straight up. So that's, my niece talked about that until the day she died. Scared the heck out of all of them. The kids were on the floor of the car and they were crying because they were scared. Yeah. So it's and I asked my dad, I said, now this is funny because if you read some of the accounts of people that have contact with ETs, they dream about animals. But if you take away the animal, then it was a contact with an ET. Okay. So I asked my dad, did you ever talk to an ET or get picked up by a UFO? You should have seen the look on his face. His face went through probably 20 different emotions. And he just sat there with his mouth open for a second. Oh, it's like they pick up the males in my family. So, yeah, yeah, but they're there. How many of you have read anything about Billy Meyer? I brought him up a couple times already. He still maintains contact with the people that are his relatives from another planet. They come in and give him technological information that blows scientists away. It's way advanced to what they have.
I'm pretty sure Tesla was doing something similar to that.
I'm sure he was. And I'm sure they are hiding a shitload of stuff because
they swooped in and took all of his stuff when he passed away.
Yep. Casey. Yeah.
I mean, there's no money in free energy.
Oh, heck no. Oh, heck
And
no.
that's exactly what he created.
But then that's exactly what we did, because they're looking at going to clean energy. But the clean energy with the cars, how are we going to recycle the batteries? With the wind turbines, you know what they're coming up to? They know they can't recycle them. They don't know what to do with them. They are creating junkyards of wind turbines because they don't know what to do with them. They have to replace them probably once a year, so
The batteries.
yeah, and well, not the batteries, but the actual wind turbines,
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch that popped up in our area. Hi, KCC Star.
Hey, hey, hey. Happy Friday. How's everybody?
Happy Friday. Happy Mercury Retro.
Yay. Day one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up with a giant sty on my eye.
Oh, no. That's no fun.
Yeah.
That's a sign. Stay in bed.
Yeah.
I left my PJs on.
That sounds like a perfect day to me.
Yeah.
Teardrops were down to 368 hours.
Yes.
Something happened overnight. I don't know what happened. We were 400 yesterday. Yeah.
The countdown continues.
Yes. I said, oh, yes, we're finally getting down there. Feels like getting close to the finish line. Yeah.
You need to do more of those 5-hour live streams.
Oh.
Like 40 of them.
Yeah. Well, Star and I go in and play it on other channels all day long. A couple of the 7-hour ones or 6-hour ones to get the watch time up. So
That's a good idea. Yeah. Just leave your phone on overnight.
Well, I leave my computer on.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't use my phone on it.
I do. I'll put something on and go to sleep and wake up to something completely different.
Well, I can't sleep. I've been listening to a lot of Steve Noble's meditations. Oh my God. There's some meditations in there on ascending to the fifth dimension. Yeah.
Casey, do you have a time for Sunday yet?
I'm thinking maybe 3 your time.
3 my time?
Would that work for you guys? I don't know. Jared hasn't got back with me, but Austin said Sunday would be good for him, and Bernice said Sunday'd be good for her too. So
yeah, just not super late on Sunday is fine.
Yeah. So I was thinking 3 p.m., 1 p.m. my time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that way we can have a question and answer thing, and we'll do you guys on Instagram, and then anybody else that wants to do the shields we can do on here. Yeah.
Or charm bracelets.
Say that again?
Or charm bracelets.
Yeah, your charm bracelet. Yeah.
I don't know, the word shield. I don't know. It's just, I understand it. I don't know.
Yeah.
You may not like the Ren Fair after all. We'll see. No, I'm kidding.
What a crazy day, though. Right, Casey?
Yeah. So, yeah, you'd have to think if you could put it on a charm bracelet or not, Like what happened to me this last year is every month somebody was expressing gratitude for me. It's like, wow, talk about a gift from the universe. It started with chicken. January, you remember that? Last January, my grandson.
Oh, wow. A year already.
That was last January.
Wow.
And then every month all year, it's been somebody, and it's like, how do I put that on a shield?
12 turkeys. Thanksgiving.
A big heart on 12 hearts on it,
Yeah.
It's just wow. But
so what kind?
Go ahead.
We're both like, go ahead. What kind of things are we supposed to ask for?
It's a reverse vision board. Instead of telling you, doing a vision board and showing the universe what you'd like in your life, what you are doing is allowing the universe to give you what it feels like you need. it's a gift and it's a lesson in receiving.
Oh, okay.
It's a huge, and we started, and Jared goes, this time I'm going to finish it, because he started out and he says, I'm looking around and I'm being shown all the gifts in my life, and he says, and I'm starting to see exactly how much of a gift my children are in my life.
Right. Yes, children are very much a gift.
Yeah. So, but it opened his eyes to a lot of things in his life that he hadn't really looked at like that before, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he was looking at his kids as a gift, but not as much as what the universe was showing him. You'd be surprised what the universe can bring into your life. It's just amazing. And the same thing, I'm asking all you guys to ask for a gift from the universe within the next 48 hours and see what pops in your life.
You do that every day. Say, what grand and glorious adventures are we going to create together, universe, today?
And then you guys do that. Check back in with me on Sunday if you've had anything pop up, and there's another one to try that's a little more detailed. And
Casey, I'm writing that down and trying it in the morning and from here on out.
yeah.
What's the worst that happens? You get like a surprise? I got a check in the mail today for $12.
What happened to me was I did that, and all of a sudden I had two $1,200 classes gifted to me for nothing.
Oh.
I said,
Someone contacted me this morning. They had a...
Go ahead. You there?
Yeah, I was waiting on you. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Someone contacted you this morning. What, Crazy Crystal?
They had a box of they're called mom's meals. This friend of mine works for a lady, and she gets like a bunch of they're like prepackaged healthy meals that are just like heat and eat, you know.
Yeah.
That she gets them every month, and she doesn't always use them, so they give them away to people. And they contacted me this morning, and they were like, "Oh, is your son still sick?" I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Well, we got something. We'll just leave it on the porch." Okay. It's a huge box of like frozen meals. Yeah.
Nice.
That was pretty kind. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was unexpected, but he was asking last night, what do we got that's quick and easy? I was like, I don't know. You're a little better. You can probably fix a tuna sandwich, you know?
But the thing is, being open to receiving. The universe will not give to you if you are not open to receiving. And these are lessons in receiving. When we went to do the shields, oh, God, this is such a story. This lady, Judy, at work was into the Native American spirituality. I've always been into it, but she really, really got me into it. And so this was a class with an Indian medicine woman. I had to ask sometime, what's the connection between Judy and I? And she said, Judy needs to see the rapid spiritual growth you are going through in order to find the courage to go through her growth. Because I was growing at leaps and bounds, and she got jealous. So we went she had done a couple spiritual shields, but you set your intention at the beginning of the year, and at the end of the year, everybody gets together and meet. You don't have monthly meetings, but I think we all need the inspiration and the support and stuff. And so I was puzzled because I had been saving money every month because it was a donation thing. And I'm not getting any gifts. And I'm not getting any gifts. I'm puzzled and thinking, wow, maybe I'm not supposed to do this. The week before the meeting, I had a dream. I was in this like inverted, instead of a pyramid, you had to come down layer floor. And when I got down to the main floor, I'm walking down this hallway, and I'm walking past these mannequins that are women dressed in period dress. And the farther I went, the older the period dress got. And then I met with a group of women. Okay. And I don't remember what we were talking about, but I built a golden shield of light. It was so vivid in my dream, and it's like, wow, this is so cool. So we went to the talk to the teacher, and she goes, well, we were talking about my totem and stuff. She goes, I always knew you guys were a family of eagles. She said, but I didn't realize that, this and that and that. But I said, I had a dream I said, I never got any gifts. I said, but I had a dream last week that I built this golden shield of light. And she goes, oh, you built a spiritual shield, not a physical shield. Judy got mad at me. She didn't talk to me anymore.
It's really awesome, though, that you built that shield.
Oh, you're telling me. I was impressed. It's like, wow, they weren't kidding when they were talking about me going through major spiritual growth. And this is like back in 1986, 1987, 86 probably. Yeah. And it's just been a long process. And the universe, for the universe to gift me with two $1,200 classes was quite a gift, because I like to learn things. I'm forever learning things. And it's just awesome when I get gifted like something like that. And the reason I started the channel, one of the reasons, is because I've been given so much from the universe. The universe has supported me, brought people in that I needed to learn from over these last 40 years. And it's like, I want to give other people that kind of support also,
Yeah, which those lessons are still blessings too. We just don't see it at the time. But once we learn our lesson, then we find out it is actually a blessing.
And it's interesting because some of the things that pop up are things that I learned a long time ago that I hadn't thought about for a long time. And I do have a couple classes upstairs. One of them I want to do is the 12 Powers of Man. Another one is on the archangels and the different rays and stuff that they come in on. And that's all paperwork that's upstairs. I'm getting down to the nitty gritty and a lot of stuff, except for the basement. So I'll be working on getting those pulled out too. So yeah. So I'm just, and I like Casey and I were talking, I have just been blown away lately with all the confirmations that are coming up that I'm teaching the right things. It's just like, wow. I just cry. I am getting some accurate guidance. I am thankful for that, universe.
Yeah, I have to tell you, when back Thanksgiving weekend, when my friend decided he didn't want to be on this plane of existence anymore, and did what he did, and I came in and talked to you guys, you told me that, I asked what happens to people who do that to themselves, and you said that you thought that they went to a spiritual, like a type of spiritual hospital.
Yeah.
That helped me so much to be able to, not dwell on it, not grieve, not not suffer in the why about the whole thing, but think he's finally getting the help he needs.
Yeah, because when we pass like that and we've gone through trauma like that, we need to process everything. We need to heal. Even, it's like the spiritual hospital is before you actually get to the the higher plane. It's like it's fourth dimension and you want to get to fifth dimension, but the spiritual hospital is to help you process everything. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to help with that. I know that's hard to lose somebody like that.
Oh, I was so angry about it. I didn't know what else to do. I was just mad.
Yeah. The thing is, they may be putting themselves out of pain, but look at the pain they're leaving behind.
Mm-hmm.
I
couldn't even. Yeah.
And a lot of times, people will have to come back and go through it again and again and again until they learn the lesson. So he's probably going to come back and go through it again.
Well, maybe he'll make different choices.
I'm hoping.
That's the thing about free will. You can't control others. You can just tell them your opinion and what you know to be right, you know.
So, a Bulgarian older woman predicted in 2027 there will be an alien ship that will come to Earth. Star says, I'm not coming back. She keeps saying that. Yeah.
I don't blame her. This place is tough.
Because I posted some stuff on my Facebook about that. Yeah, I said I don't want to come back anymore either. This is the only thing I need to complete is experiencing a healthy love relationship in this lifetime, and I'm not coming back anymore. I'll come back as a teacher, you know. And after what hearing today, it's like, well, maybe I am achieving being more of a teacher. Girl, I second guess myself all the time. Why am I doing this? Am I really helping people? You know, all the time, just second guessing myself, you know.
Well, you are really helping people. What happened to Casey? She's been gone for a little bit.
I know. I thought she was going to come back too, but Sierra, look at Billy Myers. Okay, they are also predicting. You know that new movie out where the comet comes in and destroys the Earth. It made me think of Billy Myers, and my son says this is a good movie. You should watch it. And I said, you need to read up some stuff on Billy Myers. They had been telling him for probably 40 years that there was a comet coming to Earth, but they needed to destroy it out there with nuclear weapons, but they couldn't just shoot them at it. They have to plant something on there. They were telling them how to do it anyway. But Billy Myers has been talking about this for 40 years. Russia is taking it serious. That's why they are building Star Wars stations in the atmosphere. And they're worried about this.
Oh, so maybe Trump's Space Force wasn't that bad of an idea after all.
No.
Oh, jeez.
And what's his name? The head of Russia. What's his name? Putin. Yeah, has been trying to get cooperation on this, and nobody wants to believe it. You know. But there are a lot of scientists that are deciphering everything that he's being told. Like I said, they've come up with scientific. He came up with, gave him plans for scientific stuff that just blew every way. This is way advanced to what we have. And then they had some astronomers had found something, and they put it down as being the discoverers of it, but they found out that Billy Myers had put it out 40 years earlier, you know. So yeah, there's lots of things going on that we don't know about. My dad is messing with my mic. Does my dad have anything to tell me? Is that my mic or is that Crystal's mic?
Oh, not my mic. I'm
No?
sure you can hear me loud and clear.
Yes, Teardrops, you have a good night, hun. Yeah. Yeah.
Jenna, hi.
There you are.
Come on.
Oh, I was just blown away, Jenna. Come in, Jenna.
I'm trying to figure this out. It's either I can talk or I can type. I can't do both at the same time yet. I'm figuring it out. I'm trying.
Yeah. I was blown away with that reading, Jenna. Blown away. Did you tell her that I wanted to do a collaboration with her? We talked about that last week. Okay. Yeah, put her to bed. Casey might be dealing with her kids.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that same friend who sent over this box, she sent me a text later, and she was like, "Hey, I tagged you in something on Facebook. I need some help," because she asked me about herbs and vitamins and stuff like that, because I have basic knowledge of pretty good basic knowledge. And so I went over and watched this video, and this guy's on there, and he's like, "Now most of the vitamin C comes from corn, which is actually toxic for you. So don't get that. You need it from fruit. And then if you take vitamin D3, you're gonna need 5 other vitamins for it." And he like lists them off, and I was like, "Whoa!" The first 12 minutes, like a 45-minute video. The first 12 minutes, I was like, "Okay, that's enough for my brain right now. I'll have to come back to this later."
Yeah.
I can get what Casey was saying about, she was on all the supplements, and then she found that guy who was like, "Okay, you just need to fast. Your body has what it needs."
Yeah. Hey, Judy, how are you tonight, hon? What got me is when she was talking about a certain person coming in, and
I know.
that was so on point. That was so on point. I'm going to tag that person and tell them to watch that.
And a special message for them.
Exactly. Because I'm a peacemaker. I and a healer, and I don't.
You're a Libra, right?
Yes, and I
Very
don't.
balanced, yes.
Yeah, I don't.
Very fair.
I don't like unfairness. I don't like negativity. I try to be a peacemaker. I try to do it fairly.
Exactly. I have a Libra stellium.
But somebody could have cost me my channel.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
Yeah. So it's I've had to make a choice for me and my people. And I know she's upset about it. But I'm going to let her know she needs to listen to that.
Yeah, that was mind blowing. That was absolutely mind blowing.
I don't know. Okay. I don't know why Jane can't come in. I don't know why she can't come in. But she needs to go in and listen to that video earlier. Yeah, she needs to go in and listen to that video. Tell her to go to the community page and listen to that video, the reading that I had. I don't know why she can't come in. You're a pretty blunt spoken person. Yeah. Star doesn't pull any punches at all.
Oh yeah, no. I love that though.
Sierra, tell her to go in and watch that video from Bray Tarot, the one that we did tonight. Because there's a message in there for her, specifically through my reading.
And your reading was so on point. I mean, wow.
But it's reassuring to know that the universe is watching what I'm doing and approves of it, That's
yes.
For me. That's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like an ultimate attaboy. High five.
Jenna, when you first told us about her, I went in and subscribed. And I put the black bell on, and I haven't received any notifications. Casey texted me today.
Yeah, me too. She got a hold of me on Instagram.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, because Casey has my phone number. So. Yeah. Yeah. If we do I'm telling you, if we do a collaboration, I think she'll get to 1,000. Not because I have a bigger channel, but because, you know, it'll give her a little bit more exposure of people that don't know about her, you know. Yeah, Sierra's got some information for you, Jenna. I don't know why she can't come in, Sierra. I didn't block her. I don't know why she can't come in.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat.
Who?
Me. I got it pulled up on my other phone that I don't hardly use ever. It's a little bit behind, so
I have no idea why she can't come in because I didn't block her. She must be blocked, not visible. I didn't block her. I didn't block her. I don't know why. And I don't know how to check for that either. I don't know all the in and outs of YouTube.
I think there's a blocked list somewhere.
I'll have to look for.
That's just what I picked up from hearing other people talk about it on their channels.
I'll have to go in and look later. Tell Jane I'll go in and look. I got to figure out how to go in and look and see what's going on, or message YouTube or something. So you learned onions actually help break things? What do you mean onions help break things? I know if you put onions on the bottom of your feet, sometimes it can pull some toxins out.
Yeah. Actually, onions, if you cut them in half and put them in, you know, like the corner of the room and take it to a lab to get tested, they will have all kinds of bacteria and viruses in them. They are toxic after you cut them because they drop all that stuff. So you're only supposed to use them, you know, when you cut them.
Yeah, because I know if you look at reflexology for the hands and the feet, also they correspond to different parts of your body. And it's funny because where I had foot surgery, it corresponds with lungs and intestinal stuff. So yeah. So if you can pull toxins out through the bottom of your feet, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have a friend who's a reflexologist. Actually, her name's Gypsy Jen. I met her when I was doing my festy life.
Yeah.
Seems like it's so far away now.
Yeah. Sierra, did you let her know that I have to go in and check later why she can't get in? Because I didn't block her. If you feel like someone or something is spiritually attacking you, eat onions. It stops the negativity. Jenna, did you see the heaven is real? Yeah. Star, you never did tell me. Is my dad trying to give me any messages, or are you just messing with everything?
I love onions, but they make me smell like chicken noodle soup.
Oh, I can never get the smell of onions off my hands after I cut them.
Me neither. I've gotten to the point where I use gloves, and then they mix with something in your eyes, and it causes a reaction that creates acid in your eyes. I want to say it's Firmeric. I'm probably wrong on that one. When you cut it, I used to know all that. I don't remember.
Jenna, if you feel like you're being attacked, hon, I would call in Archangel Michael and his blue flame legions for protection. And visualize a blue egg-shaped bubble around you. Because Archangel Michael stands at the gates of heaven protecting heaven. Him and his blue flame legions are protection. Oh, and I posted earlier in community, there's a quiz you can take. Oh God, everything was on point I did today. To tell you what archangel to work with. Mine was Metatron. And I said, oh, you talk about hitting things on the nose, because I've been working with him for a while anyway. I said, what the heck? Yeah. So this is the link for it, if it'll let me put it up. If you guys want to go in and do that quiz and come back, then we can talk about who your archangels are. You might even listen to some return to sender beat or mantras. Well, Archangel Michael is my go-to guy. Do you have any black tourmaline, hun? Or any black obsidian?
Or onyx.
Or onyx? Yeah. Yeah.
The black stones are protection too.
If you know who did it, then picture their face on the stone. Okay, you have them on your wrist? You have them on both wrists? Okay, take them off and hold them in your hands and ask the angels to clear the energy on them and reprogram them for protection, healing, whatever else you want to add. But I take mine off and hold it in my hands and ask for the archangels to clean them.
Yeah, or clean them in salt water and then recharge them with the.
Yeah. But if you want to put them back on again, I would ask the archangels to do it.
Yeah, that would be a great idea. I've never worked with the angels. I'm new to that. I just know a little bit about them. Not much.
Well, we've been talking about the female archangels, but it seems like we get distracted. Oh, so that Libra read was for you? Okay, that's, yeah. I went in and watched it. Yay.
Now, who in the world would be trying to hurt poor Jenna?
I know. Jane, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get on the chat to talk to all of you for like 20 minutes now, and every comment I put up, no one sees it. And I got off it, went back on it, and none of my comments are even there.
I don't know what's going on, hon, because I haven't blocked you. But you're here now.
That means someone hid you.
Well, who hid me?
I have no.
Who has the right to hide me?
Anybody with a wrench can. I don't have a wrench.
Yeah, any of the moderators.
Well, none of you guys would do that to me.
No. I have no idea why. I was going to go in and look later to see what was the block list, but you're here now.
Well, it did that earlier too. The last time you aired, it did that then too.
Hold on. Well, you're here now, hon. You got to go in and listen to that reading I had earlier, because there was a message in there for you.
From where?
From Spirit.
Bray's Tarot. Yep.
Wait, what video?
Bray Tarot did a reading for me today, this afternoon. It specifically mentions you, what you're going through.
Really?
Yes, it
And
does.
I had some advice for you. Yep.
Yes, it does.
Ray, R-A-Y, Tarot.
BREY Tarot. I did put a link in my community. I think it's 2 comments back.
Okay.
You might want to go in and listen to that now and come back.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go listen to it. I'll be back.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Let's see what she says.
So Jenna, that's your friend from in real life?
Yeah.
Bray is?
Yeah, she's helping her and supporting her channel.
Oh my gosh, I've been having typos all day long. From Mercury Gatorade.
Yeah. We have never met, but we are soul sisters. Yeah. Hold on.
Wait, Sierra, who said what's going to attack Earth?
They're talking about aliens in 2024
Oh, I thought it was 2027. Yeah.
or something like that.
Well, there ain't much time to make this money. I better get on it.
So, who put these predictions out, Sierra? Jane went out to listen to the reading, Sierra. She went to go listen to the reading. There's Jane. Yes, Sierra.
I can't find what you're looking for. B-A-Y or H-A-Y?
B
BR.
like boy, R-A-Y.
Spell it again.
B like boy, R like Robert, A like apple, Y like
Just want you. I can't hear you.
B like boy, R like Robert, A like apple, and Y like
Nope, everybody popped down and I lost you. B-R-A-Y, Ray.
yes, Ray.
And now you're
Here,
mute
I'll
again.
type it.
I can't hear you.
I'll type it in the chat.
Type it in the chat and I'll go look at it.
Yes.
There you go.
I
It's
can't
typed in the chat.
All right, thank you. I'll get back to you guys shortly.
Okay.
Everybody popped down and I lost you. B-R-A-Y, Ray.
Turn your volume down, Jenna. Hey, Alban, how you doing tonight?
Did you get the baby put to bed, Jenna?
Hold on. Jenna, do you have your mic muted? It shows you're muted.
I'll get back to you guys shortly.
Okay. So go ahead and put YouTube down and talk to us, hon.
All right, is it working better?
Yeah. Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, sorry. I came in with a bang. I was trying to get it all switched around, but it was slow. I'm trying to shut everything down here.
You're good.
Yeah. Hey, Jack.
Hey, Wooster.
You should come in and talk to us tonight, too. Star's got a headache.
8 watching, only 5 lurkers. Thanks, Star.
Yeah, Star's been picking up on a specific lurker.
Oh, yeah. Good. I'm loud and clear. Ah! I'm not turning my mic on tonight. I feel like, or my camera. I got bad news, so I feel like I got bad news. I'm gonna hide.
What happened? You okay? Everything all right?
Well, I have to get my divorce, and I mean, I think, you know, I lost a bunch of paperwork in the flood, right? So
Yeah.
I think I'm screwed.
I'm putting it in, you guys, in the search, and nothing's coming.
So I'm hoping that it goes in my favor, especially.
Ray Tara. I keep putting it in, and it's not coming up.
Okay,
Well, sir,
Jane,
you go to Casey's page and go hit the link off Casey's page.
I can't hear you.
Jane, go in and look at my community page, and it should be on there. A link to it directly.
Okay, I did that too, and that didn't work either.
Jane, I
all
think
right,
you're having a
I'll
lot
get
of
back.
technical problems over there, babe.
I don't understand what's going on. It's not.
Tonight's
It's
not
literally
your
not
night.
coming up for me.
Yeah,
Somebody's got it out for me.
Never hide.
It's Mercury retrograde already, hon.
What?
I know. I'm gonna start all this in retrograde.
Mercury retrograde already.
Yeah, great. I have enough Mercury in me. I'm going to be screwed.
Okay, I'm putting a link.
I'll go to the community page. I'll check it out, and I'll get back to you guys in a few minutes.
I just posted it right now, Jane. On here.
On here?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, then let me get off the live, and I'll go on it.
Okay.
I know. I was trying to chat to Bray, and my phone kept dying. I'm like, okay, that's it. I give up. That's the last time I'm calling you back.
So, what paperwork do you need for your divorce, hon?
Well, my prenup got everything in my safe got ruined. Like all my passports, my prenup, everything got destroyed when my house had a flood. So I got nothing.
Wouldn't your lawyer have a copy of that?
No, I just did like my own I made my own and had witnesses sign it and stuff.
And you can't read it at all?
No, it's gone. So now I think, like, you know, even though I'm struggling with Jayla and I'm struggling, like, you know, that he comes from a third world country, so anything's better than what he's got. So that was Leon's read, that he's gonna come after me regardless of what's going on with the child.
Oh no.
So who were your witnesses?
What's that?
Who was your witnesses? Get some statements from your witnesses.
Oh yeah, his family and his country. Yeah, right. They'll be financially backing him to try and fight me.
Okay, what I did here, because my husband was deported, he wasn't in the country in order for me to file for the divorce. I had no way of finding him. Just an idea.
Yeah. Yeah, no, sorry. Had witnesses signed the prenup, and now I don't have it anymore.
Can you file for the divorce saying you don't know where he is?
I could try that. It's got me shaking. I'm shaking because, you know, like, that'd be like taking food out of my daughter's mouth and like taking medicine away from her and stuff, you know.
Jenna, do you have YouTube on them in the background?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking for it. I'm gonna mute myself.
Come and talk to us, Wolfie. Impart some wisdom tonight.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Whoops, wrong one. Hold on. Wrong one. That was the link to Bray Tarot. There, StreamYard.
Oh, Jesus, man. I can't get with it tonight. Yeah, you can hear that. Starting to breathe.
Yeah, now ground yourself.
It's
Yeah.
10:10 here.
We were just doing some like grounding activities to stop my teeth from chattering. I don't know what trick Divine's trying to pull here, but like I don't need all this at one time. It's a little bit much.
Yeah. Don't run hot tub in Mississippi.
I'm like you, Casey. Like I'm too sensitive, you know? I'm too sensitive.
Yeah.
I think I was targeted right off the bat.
So make sure you're grounded. Call in Archangel Michael and his blue flame legions for protection. And
Targeted.
yeah.
Oh, like I mean, like he sought me out to like have a child with, so he didn't have to support his own child, and then he sought me out because I had, you know, I come from a different country than he did, so that he would get something at the end of the day after he fucked me over. Yeah, that's kind of what I went through.
All for the divorce without him. You do not have to. You don't have to say that you have any contact with him. Just say that you don't know where he is.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because actually, you don't know where he is, so you wouldn't be lying. He could be anywhere in the country.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
Yeah, that's true.
But it would take him money to come in and dispute that.
Hey there, Bray! Bray! Hey, saw you live. Stop to show you love and support. Yeah, I hope he's feeling better. Body was laughing, Bray.
Good to see you, Bray.
Ah, she came in. Girl,
Thank
knew I
you
wasn't
so much for the reading, Bray.
Yes, that was awesome. Thank you. Hun, we should do a collaboration. I would love that. You're awesome. You are absolutely awesome.
There we go. My two worlds are colliding. My bestie with my other corner. It's cool. So cool. Yeah,
I'm glad to hear you're happy, Jenna.
Yeah, she's an amazing reader. Like she's really, I don't know, she, you know, a long time ago, I guess it was when I was splitting up from him. I guess this was 2 years ago or whatever. I watched one of her reads and it talked about like this toxic ex. And, you know, my intuition was telling me like, she's right about this, you know? So I stuck by and then eventually, yeah, I've been trying to help her climb to 1K. That's the goal.
Jenna, if you come in and do a collab with me, we can get you a few more people anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have that much more than you, but we can get you a few more people.
It's a different audience, right?
Yeah. And I have a lot of people around the world that are watching, you know?
Yeah.
Can I jump in here for a second, please?
Yes.
This video was a live reading she did?
Yes.
How far into it am I looking? Because right now she's picking names off too.
You're going to the very end of it, Jane. Close to the very end. And in the live chat, you'll see Casey's name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's close to the very end. It's like 20 minutes from the end or something like that.
Okay, cool. Then I'll go look
an hour
and
and
I'll
20
be
minutes
back.
go from there. Okay.
All right, and thank you. I'll be back.
Right.
Yay. Casey, love you and your patience. I know, Casey, your vibe. You're a vibe.
But yeah, that message was for her.
Yeah, for sure. Loud and clear, right?
That was very, yeah.
I would say, yeah.
I didn't know what to say about it. I'm just like, I just threw the eyes out there like, yep, we all know who that is.
Yeah, and she needs to hear that, you know? And
yeah, Bray. That's the girl.
I mean, you know, I've been trying to stress to her, you've got to let stuff go. It's not going to shift or change until you let things go, you know? Quit buying into what everybody else is saying. You know it's not true, and that's what she was saying also. That was odd, you know.
Yeah, she's got to stand in her own truth. That's pretty much what Bray said. Stand in her own truth.
Yeah. Bray, that's the one you were talking about when you were doing my reading.
Yeah, she was spot on for you. She was spot on. And, you know, that's why I think you're so sensitive, Casey, because you took on that energy, you know, like when all that stuff happened, like, you know, you absorbed it, right, too. So.
Observed it and tried to find some balance in there, you know.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, I had to do what was good for me and for my people. And if she would have had my channel shut down, then I couldn't help anybody, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, I know it was a tough situation for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I helped it. Sorry.
No, you know what? She needed to hear that.
Yeah.
She needed to hear different points of view.
I think that night I was so tired. I don't think I was like, you know.
It wasn't just you talking, hun. And I regret having to close out the video, but I didn't want to lose the channel, you know?
Yeah.
Because people on the other side were pushing.
Yay, Star, thanks for subscribing. I love when my friends do well. So I was like, well, you know, I know that you could connect with all these people and this would be good. This could be good.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Me too. I'm always cheering for my friends.
Yeah, bringing good people together, right? I thought, okay, let's do this. I don't know why I never thought about it before.
It doesn't bother me, Jack.
But a lot of people don't like, you know, don't have that same vibe.
And in her circumstances, I can understand it's hard because you have somebody beating on you and beating on you and beating on you emotionally every day. Long.
Yeah. Jane's been she's
and it puts you in constant defense mode.
Yes.
Yeah, she's being bombarded.
Yes.
You know, I could kind of relate to that, like energetically, right? Source knows what needs to be said. Thank you, baby, for subscribing. Yeah.
And it's funny because I subscribed when Jenna first told us about you, and I put the black bell on, and I didn't get any notification. But Casey messaged me and says, you should come in and get a reading in. Girl, you got us all blown away.
It was good. Well, I know, Crystal, yours was bang on too, because I've seen you get another read one time. So it was like a double confirmation, right? I've seen you get the same message.
Triple now, because Casey's personal read was pretty similar. It didn't say that I was going to be rich, but it said that there's a gift from the universe. I just got to keep it on.
Yeah. I was like, that's so nice. Everybody was getting really like, you know, nice reads.
But the problem is, Jack, she's living with her mom. She doesn't have any place else to go, and somebody needs to take care of her mom.
It's hard. You know, I'm stuck in a place where I'm bombarded by somebody too, like all the time, like Judy is. So, I mean, I can relate in a way that like you just never see it like you have that peace of mind, right?
And when it's constant, we just
So it is like it took me a long time to like get beyond the point of it bothering me. The only thing I worry about is that my daughter's living in an unhealthy environment. And now I have somebody else coming at me from another angle saying, oh, I'm going to try and take, you know, I'm building toward putting my daughter in a healthy environment. And then, you know, her own dad wants to take that. So away from her.
Which do the return to sender stuff. And put up protection.
Put a mirror up. Put a mirror up.
Yeah, I should do that.
Did you find it, Jane?
I found it, but I don't know where it is on there. I see all you guys are in there. I
could probably find it for you, Jane.
Well, I'm on it, and I just found her talking to Sierra. So where is it in relation
you gotta
to
go.
that?
You gotta go back further into the video. Apparently, I need to get a reading too. Laugh out loud. Yes. You come over. She goes live on Fridays. No one is going to take your daughter. Yeah, I'm always gonna have her. That's for sure.
So I need to go back further.
Yeah, you need to go back further. I can grab you a timestamp if you want to wait and be patient. My
If
electronics
you
are
could do that, that would be great because I'd really like to know what the heck you guys are talking about.
sure.
Thank you.
So, Star, is that supposed to be none is going to take your daughter?
No one
No
is
one.
going. Yeah. No, I don't expect they're gonna take her, but with her health issues, I'm just worried that they're gonna take my resources away from me to be able to help her more. That's sad. That's your own blood. But anyway, it is what it is, I guess. I sure know how to pick them.
Noon. Okay.
Just a second. I'll be
who's
back.
Noon?
No one.
Oh, no one. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me what this reading is about, you guys. Could somebody just give me a hint of what this is? I'm not feeling very comfortable right now about this.
Oh, it wasn't anything bad.
It wasn't anything bad. It didn't even name you. It was for Casey. But she gave Casey a message to give to you from Divine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, as in you, Casey, or Leon's Casey?
Me.
Okay, because I didn't even see you in the chat.
Oh, well then you're not at the right place. I'm going back to it now. I know you're impatient, but it wasn't anything bad, Jane.
No, I'm not impatient. I'm well, you guys, if
like,
somebody told you somebody had a tarot card reading and it was about you, wouldn't you want to know like what it was like now?
Yeah. I know. I'm trying to help you.
It was nothing bad, hon.
Oh, it was nice. I thought it was nice.
Yeah, so did I.
I hope you think it's nice too.
Yeah.
I hope so too, because I've had a really shitty time lately.
Well, we're all here.
I know. I just don't know why I'm blocked now. That like, who would have hid me that I can't talk?
I don't know. I think it's a glitch, to be honest. I don't think it's
Yeah,
well,
because
it's been since the other night with everything that happened with. I will not name.
yes, we don't need.
I could go on the craft corner and talk, but I can't do it here. And if I write a comment and I go off and I come back, all the comments I wrote are no longer there.
Well, Casey will have to go into her back door and see if anything's happened, which I'm sure she will.
Well, I was going to do that after this, but then you're on now, so I don't know what happened. If it had to be a glitch. It had to have been. Because I didn't block you, and nobody I know blocked you, so.
No. If I imagine if it did happen, Jane, it was an accident.
I hope so.
139.40.
Okay.
139.40. Oh, Crystal.
All right. I'm gonna go,
you knew with my electronics going on, you were gonna beat me.
I wasn't trying to beat you. I was just trying to help. If you said yours were slow, so just trying to help.
It is
all right. I'm gonna go look. Thank you, hon. I'll be back.
Okay.
139.50.
40.
Okay, I'll be back.
130. Well, 139 is all we should have given it.
Yeah.
She'd be going to 40 and she'll be missing it. No, I thought it was a nice message. I don't know. She's in a hard position, right?
Yeah.
And I can relate.
But
Okay, there we go.
So if you know who's sending negative energy to you.
Yeah, I'm wearing it. Every day I've been wearing it. I was drawn to wear it about a few months ago. I know, Casey, I just got here too, so.
Okay.
Great evening.
I want you to picture his face and his family face on the piece of black obsidian or black tourmaline.
Yeah.
Picture their faces on it.
I think, it would be okay if that was the only issue I had to deal with.
But it'll help.
Yeah.
It'll help. Yeah.
I was just tired of feeling it in my energy,
Is there any way to just totally cut contact with him? Does he know where you live?
Wooster, you're hilarious.
That's a good one. You got a timestamp on that.
Put a timestamp on Woofster.
Jack's in a good mood tonight, isn't he?
I like it when Jack's in a good mood. He's so funny.
Witty. Very witty.
And full of knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah. So what does anybody want to talk about tonight?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. What do you want to talk about? Dealer's choice.
I keep thinking we need to talk about forgiveness. But we might want to wait until Jane comes back to do that. So,
Okay.
yeah. Because that is healing for her, and it will help shift the energy, you know.
Yeah, I was so happy about tonight. Like, I've had other readers say, like, don't talk about other channels or, that kind of thing. I even got her subscribed to Leon, right? I mean, it's better when everybody supports each other, I think.
Exactly.
Me too.
And this is a no judgment zone. We shouldn't be putting anybody else down anyway. Because we're all supposed to be different, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yours is. Yeah, I'm going to go and listen to it after we're done tonight. Crazy Crystal. Yeah.
What crystals read?
Yeah. I went back and listened to mine again because I was so blown away. I didn't get to hear anybody else's.
Oh, yeah. And then mine's at the very end. Don't listen to it. I'm not manifesting it.
You did get one?
So
yeah.
Did she say something similar to what Leon was saying?
Yeah, I said, lawyer or no lawyer.
But see, if you listen to the reading I did, there were 2 legal cards in there, 2 justice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know, but that's our sign. That's our card anyway. You know.
That's right. So that's why it's kind of can be confusing. But the double confirmation in your read.
So, yeah. Does he know where you live, hon?
Yeah. Can he get here? No.
No.
No. But we'll see.
And he can't
listen to mine too. Yeah. Yeah, Casey, yours was amazing. You guys all actually.
I'm gonna listen to my sisters. I have to.
Yeah, you were really good.
It'll be later. I'm excited. Ooh.
I mean, Casey pulled the star. Like, girl.
She is a star. She's my sister.
Casey, was yours before mine, Casey?
Yeah, a few before yours.
Okay.
She came in.
I think she probably got a mind-blowing one. That's why she came in and rounded us up.
And dropped it. Yeah, Casey's was more like Casey knew what she was talking about. So, she kind of was reading Casey's mind there a little bit.
And it's like I was messaging Casey. I said, what the hell? What did I say? Days to weeks? What the heck? What's coming in that quick? She said it was a quick coming energy, you know. And the universe is watching what I'm doing and all the work I'm putting in, and that people need me, that I'm helping people, and it's like,
oh well, you created a community, right?
I'm vibrating out into the universe, a career in spirituality, days to weeks, new opportunities. What the heck? It's like, what? What is going on here? What grand and glorious adventure can
yes.
the person I create together?
Yeah, yours was cool. Everybody had a good read. Casey had a really good read. Crystal had a really good read. Alban had a really good read. You had a really good read.
Yeah.
Just know whenever I become rich, I'm blessing all y'all.
I'm stuck behind.
She's a hell of a better reader than I am, that's for sure.
She says I'm gonna have a good year after I clear all this bullshit, but I gotta go through a few towers. Ugh.
Oh, girl.
We're all here for you,
I'll
honey.
be praying for you and here for you if you want to talk or anything like that.
We're all,
Thanks, Bob.
like I said,
Anytime.
anytime you can always message and we'll get everybody together and offer.
It's just I'm so much like you, Casey. I'm so sensitive. So it's like, oh, you know, like I get the shakes and I feel sick. I don't eat. I don't sleep. I'm like, oh, why do I gotta let stuff get to me? And I know
That's
better.
anxiety, girl.
And
I
then-
know better.
And see, and I wrote this down today. Only when you do not know yourself, the opinions of others become important.
You wrote that down earlier
Yeah, I wrote it down today.
before your reading, or was
Yeah.
that from the reading?
Oh, that was from, actually it was from late morning.
Ah, because your reading confirms.
It's my Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, it confirmed your. Yeah, we need Casey's Angels pink jackets. Ah, you got the best ideas.
That's a good idea, Casey. We should do that.
That's
Actually, I would say violet because I'm always talking about the violet.
violet light. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, sure, I could use a tower like that, dropping 180 pounds.
So that's a good idea. Okay. Start putting everything in a suitcase, locking it and throwing it into the violet flame, Jenna.
Am I the only one from Canada here?
No, Judy's from Canada.
Oh, she is too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love. Everybody's always in America. I'm gonna have to make a trip one day.
You're going to have to come to America.
Now you come and visit.
Don't say it. I make promises.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I want to do.
We can go do some camping. We'll take your dog all over the place.
Ooh, camping. I'm coming.
Yeah. Well, I keep telling everybody
That would be fun.
we should.
Oh, yeah, you're in Colorado. Oh, it's so nice there, too.
When I'm not a prisoner anymore, I'm gonna hop on my chariot.
There's a place that's west of Deckers. There's a group campsite out there, but it's like $150 a night. But I keep saying we should gather some money and rent it for a couple nights, and everybody come out, and we could have a metaphysical little
Retreat.
retreat. Yeah. But
You guys want to go to a metaphysical retreat? The valley where I used to live, Astral Valley, has their. So she's retired now. She's like 33, 34. She's completely retired. She's got a couple kids, and she's just living her life. But her house is on the property. So, she's got this huge venue that we built, and it blew up in like 3 years. Like just got huge. Well, not huge, but big enough that she was able to meet the man of her dreams, retire, and just rent it out now. She doesn't have to work. So she rents it out to some people. They're doing this. It's called Reconnection Festival. And what they do is like breath work, workshops, and all kinds of stuff like that. And then they have really good artists playing because it's a huge stage. It's 256 acres. I mean, I got the goosebumps talking about it. It's just such a wonderful place. Like,
and where's it?
so much of me was fixed there. 45 minutes south of St. Louis, French Village, Missouri. It's really, really, really awesome. I can't remember the exact address, but it's on Kester Springs Road. If you go look it up, you can Google Astral Valley Music and Art Park on Kester Springs Road. Sheena, the woman or the girl, whatever, who owns it, and her and my other best friend Mike Venel built it together, are like fucking really good people. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. I get excited. Pardon my French, guys. But I mean, if we wanted to meet up somewhere, Sheena would let us.
Well,
I was her personal assistant.
Okay, the thing is, we would have to book that right this minute, Jack, because the state parks fill up
Yeah.
so fast here. you have to be on at midnight. In fact, that reminds me, I need to do that. You have to be on at midnight to book the minute they open. You have to be on at midnight to book anything here. But this one campsite, it's a huge campsite. You have your own bathrooms, your own community area. It's all private and everything, and it's like, yeah, no, this is not glamping.
It's nice when you have like a little cabin and then you got a bunch of little cabins. Everybody have a little cabin, right?
So this valley has we have a top field and a bottom field and a main field, you know. Well, top field they're going to put cabins in. So, but we did build showers while I was there. There are really good bathrooms and stuff like that. There's some outdoor water sources, and there's a spring fed creek that surrounds the entire property. While you're walking down the road, you can you could tell who's new because they're looking at the ground. Because while you're walking down the road, we took a backhoe and pulled gravel and rocks out of the creek that surrounded it, and it's mostly Druzy quartz. So the entire roads are paved with quartz with crystals, and you could tell who's been there a while because when they're walking down the road, they're looking up at the sky, and it's like all the stars. It's just it's so wonderful. It's amazing.
That's cool. That sounds beautiful.
Yeah, and Jack, it would be camping. I mean, there are showers, there are bathrooms, but she'd probably have us camp, She had to kind of stop letting people come in for a while because right after the pandemic hit, everybody was getting a hold of her wanting to go down there and stay. Because there's only one way in and one way out, and it's a road that kind of sometimes will get flooded. We had a car get washed off the bridge one time, but we also had a guy on our staff who was military. I can't remember what military he was in. His name was Tony, but he climbed down there with the rope, got all the people out, and then before it washed away, and then went down where it landed at and got up there and got back out there via a tree and got all their stuff out, all their camping gear.
Wow.
We told them not to drive through, and they tried to drive through. That was a bad ordeal. I was like, I don't want to work gate anymore, guys.
I'm checking to see when the reservations open up. Okay, what the heck? That's not Colorado.
Yeah, I know here they fill up fast too, the good ones.
Because my son says, yeah, I went to go on, and he says the first day everything was booked immediately. Okay.
Oh, I wish I wasn't a prisoner and could cross the border. I was hearing somebody talk about that come like May, June, July-ish, it would all be over.
Yeah, they were saying after April, yeah.
Maybe
what
there. Oh, the virus.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah. I have to deal with that like every day because I always worry for her. She's kind of kicking the cold since the rosemary tea.
I think there's Wi-Fi at the valley, but you'd have to go up near the house or the Modge. There's a modular home that we remodeled so that we could have 9 people in there.
Yeah,
and the showers are outdoors.
What the heck?
I can't go to Canada. Really? You can't come to Canada because of that?
I can't come to Canada. I can't come because I can't get back because I can't get vaccinated. Yeah.
Well, apparently everybody can.
They got a new vaccine coming out. Novavax, the company, has created a vaccine that is I can't remember what it's not mRNA. It's
like the Chinese
nanoparticles, I think.
Apparently the Chinese ones aren't mRNA or whatever, mRNA.
Messenger ribonucleic acid.
Syrophoram or something. I forget what it's called.
We could always do something that like
I was 17. What the fuck? Again?
the sand. No?
I know. Canada. I'm debating about moving away from here all the time.
Where does your dad live?
Sell everything, go to Mexico.
Where does your dad live?
Mine?
Yeah.
He lives in Cartwright, Alberta, or is it Alberta? Manitoba. He's the whole province over.
Yeah.
He likes to live out in the middle of the nowheres. Peace. Uruguay. Uruguay would be nice. I like Ecuador. I have friends in Ecuador. I traveled there one time.
Oh, I could make ready. Yeah.
I've never left the States.
You never left the States? Oh my.
Never.
I at this point, no. I love my daughter, but sometimes I wish I never left Canada.
Jeeps can travel over 70% of the earth. Yeah.
That's wild that they wouldn't let you.
You have a DUI? What the heck, Jack? Oh, Jane. I'm sorry, Jane.
He was 17. He was 17. Young, wild, and free.
Are you there?
Hi.
Hey.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah? Did you like it?
And I would like to jump out of your energy, and I'm sorry to be in it, Casey. But man, did she nail it.
I think it's because Casey's so sensitive, right?
Yes.
But
I love her for that.
But they knew you needed to hear that, hon.
Holy crap, though, Case. My God.
I thought
she
it was
nailed
positive,
it.
Right, Jane? Didn't you think it was positive?
It made me cry.
Oh,
she nailed it.
Yeah.
I think it was great.
Totally.
This is something we've all been trying to tell you, but it took spirit to get through to you.
No, you all got through to me. You don't understand that you got through to me. The burn still hurt, though. But the leaving that behind got through to me shortly after it happened. It just was a shock because it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to be bothered with that anymore. I actually unsubscribed totally when I left that video. I subscribed to her and unsubscribed to the other.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think it's not just that, hon, but I think it's your family also that message was for.
Well, yeah, I'm still, that's going to be harder for me.
I know, because
I talked to my sister yesterday. She fell and broke 3 ribs.
She did what, hon?
She fell and broke 3 ribs.
Prayers for speedy recovery.
Yes. But the thing...
Yeah, well, she got really mad at me and wasn't nice. And
everything all out.
Basically told me that I would find pleasure in her pain, which was ridiculous. I don't do that. I don't find pleasure in people's pain.
But you know what? People lash out at the people that are closest to them, too.
Which is exactly what I said to her. 2:30 last night.
2:30.
I found her voicemail messages that she left me on Tuesday, and none of them were nice. And I lost my temper, and I didn't go to sleep till 7 o'clock this morning. I couldn't fall asleep. It was all I could think about. The fact that she thinks that I would enjoy her pain. It's just not who I am.
It's funny that even though that you weren't there and everybody else was, like, it's kind of like a beautiful thing that they sent you a message.
All of you were there. And I'm looking at it going, oh my God, everybody's there. How did I miss this reader?
She shared it. That's how they all ended up.
And we
I
all
mean, even Sierra was in there, and she said how Casey sent her. I'm like, how did Casey find out? How did Sierra find out about it from Casey if I don't know about it? I've been watching Casey longer.
yeah. But there's some healing there. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then I was
Yeah.
telling them, I said, this morning I wrote down, this it was on my Facebook, only when you do not know yourself, the opinions of others become important.
It wasn't their opinion, and it wasn't important. It was I got what happened as a result of my opinion. I'm entitled to it, and
You're thinking about that situation, and I'm thinking about family situation.
well, even with that, I I don't do anything wrong to deserve what I get there. I wasn't there when the choices were made to put her in the position she was in life. And anytime I tried to help over our lifetime, I just got kicked in the teeth. So, but being who she is, I'm going to always try to help her. And I'm never going to be able to not do that.
Yeah,
I can't. How do I turn away from that?
I know. I know.
That's why when I tell you guys the Gemini readings, I don't know if it's my twin or my twin flame. The readings sometimes parallel everything, and
Yeah,
I need to do my own tarot card readings. I used to do them all the time, and I haven't done them in probably a decade for myself, and I need to do it again for me.
yeah,
I told you guys this year is my year to get back into my metaphysical side of things. It's been too long, and I need to do it. But
got,
that reading,
yeah,
man, she was beautiful. She was just so kind and nailed everything.
Yeah.
And I like the reading for you, for your part of it, Casey, that you'll find, better
oh,
things. That was beautiful, too.
I'm
Star wasn't there. Yeah, Star wasn't there.
yeah,
Those of you guys who weren't there when you guys came in, I stopped modding. I like lost what I was doing. It's like what everybody at once.
Okay, again, I want phone numbers and I want to talk to you guys other than here because I can, even you, Jenna, I can talk to you in Canada and I don't get charged with my Verizon.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know. I don't have Matt. Well, I know Casey's email. I wrote it down today so I could email Casey.
Well,
But,
you email Casey. Casey's got all my information and she could give it to you.
all right, yeah, because I didn't really have like any close, like quick messenger connections with anybody to shoot them off a link right away, right? And then she went live early. Like I wasn't expecting her to go live, but her boy is sick, so
Everybody's sick right now. Seems like.
oh, I just
I'm
pulled
not
my
sick.
me.
I'm not sick. I just have laryngitis from yelling. I'm sorry, Casey. You keep trying to talk and we're all cutting you off. Go ahead, girl.
That's okay. I just said I'm not sick. My son and I were talking about this earlier because he was taking this stuff and he never got sick with COVID. And as soon as he quit it, he got sick. It's called Paragard. You know how it's. I just look at this shit and
it's an anti-parasitic, just like ivermectin is.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even even quinine is for malaria, which is a parasitic infection.
You mean hydroxyquinine?
Quinine.
Well, quinine is found naturally in tonic water.
Right, but quinine is what they originally started treating malaria with, and all the medicines that are used to treat malaria with are helping with this virus.
Yeah, I knew that they had malaria drugs that were helping. Yeah,
I said this, but I also, clear back when it first started, I started looking at the homeopathy for it. What I found out is the homeopathy used for malaria is also being successfully used in India to treat the people with COVID.
So what's in that Paragard?
It's got it helps rebuild the intestinal tract too.
Ah.
So
The Paragard, oh my god.
I'm a Virgo. I'm ruled by my intestines. They suck.
it's advanced intestinal flora support also supports a healthy digestive system. And I've been doing that. What has it got in it? Let me look. It's got fennel seed, marshmallow root, black walnut hull, pumpkin seed, slippery elm bark, wormwood herb, clove bud, garlic bulb, oregano leaf, and peppermint leaf oil.
Yep.
Oh,
No,
right.
I'm out. I'm allergic to walnuts. That'll kill me.
Yes.
So do you take a regular dose of this? Like a weekly or a daily?
I do a maintenance one, and it's like 10 drops a day.
Yeah, that should protect you. So the other mod in there, her name is Jessica. She's from India, and we were talking, and she said, "Yeah, in the COVID days." And I said, "What do you mean?" And that's what her father was giving them, ivermectin, like as if it's over now.
Well, the thing about ivermectin is it's just an off-label use for a drug. I mean, they use that kind of stuff all the time. They use drugs that have, certain specific marketed uses, and then they take them and they use them for an off-label use, which is it's effective for something else that they didn't have it written down as it could be effective against,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some sitting on top of my fridge, ivermectin, but it's for dogs, which,
so it's probably a different dose.
well, it tells you how many, what the quantity is in it.
Yeah,
But it's still kind of scary because it's not.
formulated for humans.
Yeah, exactly. Which it's not the stuff for horses that people are ODing on, but I don't even think you need to go crazy with it. You would just take a little bit of it, even half a pill. And sure, any amount would help you and not overdose you, I guess. But I don't know. That's all I could get my hands on, really.
So
I know you guys are talking about all these cures homeopathically, but can I just say I have been talking to my doctor for almost a year now, trying to get something of a pill from him to go to sleep at night because the melatonin and all that crap doesn't work for me. And I finally got him to say yes, and I got a prescription today for something like an Ambien, and there's a top on it that I can't open it. It's
Push
a
down.
childproof top. So can I just tell you, damn it.
okay.
Your nearest hammer, Jane. Your nearest hammer.
You know,
Once you see
I'm
for
just
every
sitting here laughing to myself, saying, sure, the cure is in your hands where you could get a really good night's sleep tonight, and you can't do a damn thing with it. And you know what the funny thing is? It's considered a narcotic, so they couldn't deliver it to me. So my older sister, who's actually pissed off at me, went to the pharmacy today and got this for me, and I can't open it.
Drill
Like
a
I
hole
finally got my
inside.
sister around me where I could talk to her and maybe not get her to be mad at me. And it's just, yep, one more thing. Love Mercury Retrograde. Love it.
Okay, so another thing, this is my son-in-law has got insomnia bad. I put him on yarrow, and he now sleeps.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'll try that. Maybe the health food store will deliver.
Once you
I've
see, I
never
have to
tried
go to
that.
my bottle and I'll have to see what it is, but I wrote that down, Star. Once you see for every 5 pounds, it's the same stuff. That's what they say. It's the same stuff. It's got like the same properties in it, but
I have some books that were written probably 30 years ago on doctors that say if you want to treat illnesses, go to veterinarians because all the diseases that we have, they make all these expensive medications for are nutritional deficiencies, and they treat the nutritional deficiencies in animals. They should be doing that for us. But the pharmaceutical companies say nutrition has nothing to do with our health. So
Nutrition has everything to do with our health.
no, and doctors are no longer required in most of the teaching in most of the colleges around the country now. They're not required to take nutrition classes.
Yeah, I didn't think they were. Very few doctors will tell you, you gotta eat better, or you're lacking this or you're lacking that. They don't hardly look at those things until you have a serious problem, and they have to.
Yeah.
And then once you're diabetic, you have to watch your sugars. Once you have kidney problems, or once you have high blood pressure, then you have to watch your salt.
Nothing's about preventative action. That's what bothers me. Like there's like healthcare is done so wrong. I mean, we're doing things in all the wrong order. We're trying to fix what's already broken.
Now, Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic medicine try to do preventive medicine.
Preventive, yes.
They say if you get sick, then the doctor has failed.
That's why I want to study more about Ayurvedic, or however it's pronounced.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. So I've been wormed and had all my stuff in one shot.
Had all my 7-in-1 shots. My mom was in a vet's office for over 20 years.
Yeah, I was led to believe it was the same thing. Like, why would they deny access? One lady here, she's in the next town over. She actually got approved for it. Her doctor gave it to her, and she takes like a maintenance dosage of it. Lucky, I guess. She just pressed hard enough at the right doctor.
A maintenance dose of what?
The ivermectin. Yeah, that's what they are. Like, how could it not be the same thing, right? It's just people are taking the horse dose instead of the dog dose.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Paragard. This is the same shit that they're giving.
Yeah, that's the same. That's really good. I'm going to write that down too, actually.
Last time I bought ivermectin was years ago for a dog because I couldn't afford to take him to the vet, but they had worms, and it was a green apple flavored like paste that you put in their gums.
It should be like it's won a Nobel Award. It's just that it doesn't make them any money. So
yeah, it wouldn't make them any money.
Yeah.
Well, like I was saying last night, there's that doctor from Texas that says, I'm the only doctor in the world that has wrote how to treat people from the minute they're diagnosed. Most hospitals, they just say, you've got COVID, go home. And then they want to treat them when they get so bad, they have to go to the hospital. He says there are ways, older medicines, older antivirals and other medicines and stuff. He says, I've had hundreds of patients and I've only lost 2. He says, because I'm using all these other things for these people,
Right. I'm pretty positive my son has it, but we don't hardly go anywhere. So, the other day he walked up to therapy in the gym, and then whenever he came home, he was sick after that. But as soon as he showed signs of being sick, I'd been taking it for a couple days before that. I'd take an apple cider vinegar with some turmeric in it, a pinch of black pepper, and honey, about an ounce of the apple cider vinegar, and mix everything into it and chug that. And then I take Airborne. And, I've been on top of my vitamins for a few months now. So, he doesn't take his vitamins, like he eats kind of junk. Like he just, he's an adult. I can give him suggestions. I can't tell him what to do because he won't listen to me. So I'm like, all right, well, and then like
my I've got a nephew like that.
My kids all gone through that phase, but once they get into their later 20s, then they start thinking that mom is not so stupid after all.
Right, and he's coming to that point because 3 or 4 days into it, he was so dog. He was just so sick. He was like, "Okay, mom," because anytime I cough or anytime he coughs, the other like he'll come out and he'll sleep in a chair in the living room, and I pulled my mattress out there just to save money because my room is cold. So I'm out in the main part of the house now, and he'll come out and sit in the chair and he'll be like, if I'm coughing, he's like, "You okay, mama?" I'm like, "I'm okay." You're the one who's sick, Well, I heard him cough. So I woke up as he was walking through, and he was like, I was like, "You okay, son?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm okay, mama." Is the apple cider vinegar in there? I'm like, "It sure is." He was like, "I'm tired of being sick." And he went and had some. He said it was terrible, but, he was willing to.
I tried the gummies. They're pretty good, really.
Zinc also shortens the COVID. Zinc does.
You know what
Yeah,
bothers me though, and even before
there's a lot in the airborne.
Sorry, Crystal.
You're good. Go ahead, Jenna.
Even before this pandemic is like when people know they're sick or they're sick with something where they had like the fever and they had to take medicine and they were down for 2 weeks, that they still, I don't know, go out and spread the virus. Like
the only time he goes out is to take the dog and put him on the chain, on the cord. He brings him.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Like what my daughter, like they knew their kids were sick at dance. They were coughing all over the place, yet their mom sent them anyway because they couldn't miss a dance class. But then, because I don't know, they don't want to spend extra time with their child.
Oh,
and
no, he doesn't.
My daughter has to miss the next 2 or 3 dance classes, right? Which is sad.
Yeah, that is real sad.
Like, I know sometimes they're going to go around and stuff, and it's a natural thing, but, I mean, if you can prevent, like, the doozy ones.
Yeah, I've been telling him, somebody's got their, okay, I don't know. Anyway, I've been telling him, you can, you don't have to go to therapy. You can do that on Zoom or whatever. You can do that in your room. You don't have to leave, but he's been enjoying it. So, okay, if you want out of the house, go do what you got to do, but I mean, he brought back a bug. Poor guy. I mean, you can't live in fear, but then again, you've got to take care of yourself in order to avoid it in the first place,
Exactly. So let's touch on forgiveness a little bit tonight. What does everybody know about forgiveness?
Forgiveness is something so important. You have to do it for you, not them. Because otherwise you're the one harboring that. You're the one that's eating up. You're the one who is carrying that weight, that burden. You're the one with the grudge. It doesn't affect them.
Exactly. It doesn't make what they did right, but it means you are no longer to carry that burden that somebody else has put upon you.
Exactly. You can forgive them and you can love them from a distance. You don't have to, I mean, you can, like, oh man, there's
or not love them from a distance, but forgive them anyway. Just let it go.
Yeah, let it go. Either way,
Yeah, you can love them, but you don't have to have them in your life.
Exactly. And I had to learn that the real hard way.
Yeah, I know. And in the near-death experience video that I watched and that Casey has watched also, they were talking about the importance of forgiveness, and yeah, and you've got to forgive yourself also. How many times do we beat ourselves up for all the things that we've gone through, criticizing ourselves? Sometimes you need to sit down and forgive yourself also.
Sometimes that's the only thing holding you back.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's
have to remember. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You have to remember that you're human and you're going to make mistakes. It's a journey. The point is to realize those mistakes and work towards not making them again, doing things different. But, you have to forgive yourself along the way, too. And then you can look back and realize, oh, look how much I've grown. I know better now.
Yeah, because, I look back and I think, well, I didn't know this and that and that. And I was being bombarded by family and by husband and everybody at the point in time. And that keeps you from thinking straight. And, we're young and we're naive and we don't know things. I have to forgive myself for putting myself through these things because I chose it on some level, you know. So I've got to forgive myself also for choosing these lessons that I'm going through. You know, it's huge. It's huge. Yeah.
It is. It's so important. And it is freedom. I'm just getting back to where I can look at the chat. I went in the other room because I don't smoke in the main part of the house. I need to give that up. But that's my last crutch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. It's just a reminder that I signed up for this life and there are experiences I wanted to learn. Yep. Yep. Jenna Bullseye. Yeah. So that's something I think that's something that's real important that we should all be working on the first of the year, you know? Yeah.
Forgiving those that, did us wrong and forgiving ourselves for allowing it or how we reacted or whatever may be the case that's holding us down.
For not knowing any different.
Yeah, for not knowing any better at the time.
Yeah. Yes. So growth. Exactly. Awesome. What else?
Sometimes we take on burdens that aren't ours too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that's part of being an empath. I had some stuff that I posted on my Facebook earlier that was about forgiving ourselves because we're empaths. I had all kinds of stuff, but the one I wrote down was only when you do not know yourself, the opinions of others becomes important. Yeah. What else were the ones I posted? My videos. Peace is not when everyone agrees, it's when we can respect our disagreements and still play in the sandbox together. Oh, there's a picture I wanted to. I wish I could get it to Jack, because in the Native Americans they talk about thunder beams. There is a picture of lightning hitting the ground, and it looks like a bean thunder walking. I said, oh, and I thought a Jack right away, and the thunder beams. May the stars carry away your sadness. May the flowers fill your heart with beauty. May hope forever wipe away your tears. And above all, may silence make you strong.
Jenna, any step in the right direction is a good step. Even if it's a tiny step, baby steps.
Exactly. And we're all here to catch you, hon. Mercury Retrograde. Do you believe you create your own destiny? Imagine yourself as your most authentic version, free of conditioning and costumes. With Mercury retrograding Aquarius, it's time to revolutionize that mental image you have of yourself. See what you want to see, and it will be. How cool is that? Oh, and I wanted you guys to go in and take that little test to see what archangels you should work with. That is also in my community.
Okay, I'll definitely check that one out.
Yeah.
Man, I think this is going to be the best retrograde ever. Might be some typos along the way, or some typos.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm walking around my house and I'm doing chores and I'm listening to what you guys have been saying. I had you on mute. But Casey, what you just said about the Mercury retrograde and making yourself what you want to be, you literally, the words you said are exactly how I feel.
Good.
And exactly what I want.
So this is a Jane day all day today, huh? This talk tonight is specifically geared toward Jane tonight.
I'm glad it's something positive instead of the normal bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I literally was just across the room and couldn't get back over to my phone fast enough to unmute it to say this to you. And my foot is killing me.
Oh my gosh, girl. Yeah.
And I wanted to know, that thing you read to us all the time with Archangel Michael and the Blue Light Army. and you go through that whole reading every time of what the energies to put them. I wanted to know if you could make a copy of that and put that on your community page, because I want a copy of that. Because you've said it so much, I can literally say it with you in some parts
Yeah.
that I want to memorize it.
What I need to do is get the video up. It might be time now.
I hope they let you do it, because that would be beautiful.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe I could work on that tomorrow, because I need to get some more of the astrological signs. We have from Libra to Aquarius are up. So, and I'll work on some more tomorrow, and I'll see about getting this video up and put it in classes. And also on the page. So, yeah. Because I want to do,
cool.
It'll probably be in 3 videos, because I want to explain what you can do and how to first do it. And then I want to do another one on what it will cover, what we have found so far that it will cover, to be kind of explicit on some of the things, and then how to go in and to fill in with the golden light before, to fill everything in so it doesn't pull in something else negative. So.
Yeah. I had a question. The other day we were talking about incense to burn and what not to burn. What is sweetgrass? Did somebody say that opens a portal?
Yes.
It's 11:11 here.
Yeah, sweetgrass opens portals.
Okay. What happens when you burn it but don't know it opened a portal?
Well, what I do when I need to close something is I call in the archangels to come in and clear the portals. To close the portals. You have to recall everything that has came out of the portal or vortex. Have them reclaim everything that came through, and then have them seal it shut.
That explains a lot.
Because if you do not reclaim everything that came through, you're going to have stuff stuck on the side bothering you.
That explains a lot, because it's mixed in with all these other things, and I didn't know it did that. And I've had this for years. I've had this mix, and I didn't know that was one of it. I always thought it was a Native American cleansing. I didn't know it opened portals. I learned it from the Native Americans, literally from going to a powwow.
Yeah. But a lot of times when I buy sage and sweetgrass together, or sage and cedar together, and then sweetgrass is, I'm trying to remember. I know about the portals, but the sweetgrass, let me see what it says. Jack would know if he was here. What are the benefits of, what do the natives use sweetgrass for? It's in prayer, smudging, or purifying ceremonies.
Right. I used it for smudging. That's why I put it with lavender and frankincense and myrrh, because they're all for cleansings, and I wanted to have something really strong. Because my house is literally in the middle of ley lines all around my house. There's ponds on above me, to the left of me, to the right of me, to the back of me, and in front of my house there's a stream that runs literally underneath the road in front of my house.
Okay, so if you get some copper welding rods,
yeah,
you need 4 of them cut to 20 3/4 inches, and you need 4 of them cut to 10 1/4. Then you put them in the 4 corners of the property, the long ones, and then in between those you put the shorter ones. It will help block the ley lines from coming in.
Okay, I got to try that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to come back on this video and look at this, or yeah, I don't have a pen right now to do this. I'm in the middle of organizing and cleaning and putting groceries away, and
it's a specific size welding copper rod. It's like 5/32 or something like that. I should hold on. Let me look it up. Let me look.
Can you put that on your community page?
Yes, I can.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I looked out in my backyard today, which I have not looked up on my mountain since the leaves have all fallen. There are so many trees down in my yard since last year. They're not natural falling. There are symbols and markers back there from the Bigfoot that I now have to go and on the Bigfoot sites to find out what they're talking to me about. There are so many trees down. Kind of freaked out because I don't think they're all good symbols.
Yeah, big feet there.
Yeah. I've seen a red one and a black one, and my sister's seen a blonde one.
Okay, they're the size. Okay, the RG45. RG45, and there's 337.
Yeah, I'll have to go to the hardware store or Home Depot for that.
Because we went to, because my friend Valerie, who was a rebel Mormon, came in and did the ley lines in my house. And then all of a sudden I was having probably a preteen show up in my bedroom with short bobbed hair and a white homemade nightgown. Kept appearing in my room. And my grandson was seeing Jawas walking around from Star Wars. My granddaughter was seeing fairies all over. And I said, what the heck's going on? So when Valerie was using the dowsing rods to find out where the ley lines were, she was just calm and cool and just going along. And when I went across, I would hit a spot that the dowsing rods would go. Psh. I said, what the heck? So I called my mentor, Janet. I said, what the heck's going on? I said, Valerie didn't have any problems, and I'm having like spirits coming in and stuff. And she goes, bet you anything you got a vortex. I said, well, that's kind of interesting you say that, because when I walk across the floor, when Valerie's been over it already, I run into a spot where the dowsing rods just go full open. And she goes, yep, sounds like a vortex. So she came over. She's the one that told me, you need to recall everything that came out of this and then ask the archangels to come in and seal it. So it got rid of everything. Now we had somebody. Okay, all of a sudden, in the corner. I mean, I'm living in the country. There's not a lot of traffic, and all of a sudden, the corner of County Road 45, Heidelman Road, and County Road 5, there was 4 accidents in a month where people were killed.
Wow.
3 accidents. So Janet and I went in and we put the copper rods in that area to stop whatever energy was causing the accidents all of a sudden. And there hasn't been an accident since. So, yeah. Ley lines can affect your health. Jenna, you know how to use a pendulum? Jenna, you know how to use dowsing rods? I would ask if there's any ley lines under your house or any water running through your house. If there's water running under your house, you can ask the archangels to come in and divert the water from going under your house. Okay.
Or look for water sources around your house, ponds or streams in the area of it.
This is underground. Okay. This is all underground. You want to divert the water going under your house. You also need to check for the ley lines. If you've got ley lines running, check if there's any ley lines running around your daughter's bedroom where she sleeps, or your bedroom if she sleeps with you, and divert those ley lines. Also, those can contribute to health problems. And you might look at feng shui too, because if if this feng shui is out of balance, it can, well, yeah, it can also have energy that comes in and like slams into her bedroom and into her bed or something where she's sleeping and cause problems also. Yeah. Well, I'm sure, hon, but if you're going to do some dowsing or use the pendulum, check her room, check the whole house, and see if there are any ley lines running through the house that could possibly be cleared. This may help clear some of her health problems. There's so much, there's so many layers of everything that we don't know, you know. And yeah. So it might be something that you can check for. Because if she's being bombarded with that energy, if she's got a ley line running through her bed, you've been drawn to move. Maybe that's the best thing, you know. But in the meantime, you can do the dowsing rods. Yeah. But these are copper welding rods. Yeah. But this, if you've, okay, the dowsing, okay, the ley lines under your house can also cause other problems also, not just health. You may be bombarded by these ley lines and causing other problems too, you know. So that's something to pay attention to too. Yeah. So, you know, there's just so much that we don't know. So much. And if she's real sick, hun, you're under a hill 60 feet back, worth checking. Yeah. When she's real sick, sometimes if you go in and just fluff her aura, okay, it can shift things too, because you're shifting the energy that's coming in that might be causing health problems too, because it's got to come in from the etheric through all the levels down into the body. So even if she's young enough that you can go into meditation and you could look for those lines that are coming into her, and you could go in and just take some sage into your head and start clearing all those lines that are coming into her too, hon. Is Alban still here? Very easy to remember your time, 222. Yeah. You think after these thoughts you're more sick than her? Yeah. But I think I was thinking that I needed to check the ley lines out here because of my lung problems not going away. But now that I've talked to Barbara, we found out that I needed phosphorus, because I'd walk outside and that cold would just freeze my lungs and it'd just be instant frozen and pain and can't breathe, and I was blacking out. But the phosphorus clears that now. Yeah. You're here, hon? Yeah. So, got all quiet. So there's
Just listening.
Jackson. Yeah. There's so many levels of everything. And Jenna, another thing you can do, expand out. Expand your information out, your energy out into the room, the house, the town, the state, the country, the world, out into spaces as far as you can go. and then turn around and look at the earth. You should feel a sense of peace. You should be it's like you're out of the range of all the earthly concerns. A lot of times you can look back at the earth and look at your situation from a different perspective. Yeah, everybody's going back checking their reads tonight. Yeah. So also, like I said, has anybody done this? Has anybody gone in and created their own little spiritual room? Has anybody done that?
A spiritual room or just a room in general?
Well, I call it my spiritual room, but you go in and create that room. And okay, so I have one that's a room for people to come into, and I have another one that's just my sacred space, my spiritual room. Nobody comes into that.
Oh, in the astral?
Just in my head. You can call it astral if you want, but it's just here. It might be in my head, I don't know.
Still, that's a good concept.
So you can go in and talk to spirits in there. But one of the reasons that I made the first room I created is because I can invite people in there. Okay. What we did was they gave me the name of somebody. They gave me a first name. I invited the person up into the elevator. They came in, and you're supposed to tell a few things about that person. What I did, my mouth started going 100 miles an hour. Okay, he's got prostate problems. He had a broken left arm. He wears suits. No, he doesn't. He used to wear suits. He doesn't wear suits anymore. Naming off all these health problems and characteristics and all this stuff, and then they called time. And the lady couldn't respond. She says, wow, you were talking about my stepdad. You named everything. And he was a detective. He's retired now. He used to wear suits all the time. He doesn't wear them anymore. She goes, you hit that all 100%. And it's like, how can I do that? So then they gave us another person, and she gave me the name, and I said, she's an older person. And I said, no, she's not an older person. She's young, very, very young, but she's been through so much. She's just old before her time. I said, she lives up north of here. I just told her a bunch of stuff, and they called time because we just had a little bit of time. He goes, has anybody got more than 50%? And this lady's going, she got everything right. And I'm just like, okay. He says, well, that's unusual. He goes, because most people get 50-50. So that's when I acknowledged that I had the ability to be like a medical intuitive and see things if I would have chose to do that. I had the ability, but I didn't choose to pursue that. Like I did not choose to pursue the animal communication, and now I'm regretting the animal communication. But it's so because I had people coming in and out. At another room, I had invited my twin flame in there. That was every time I went in there, he would grab me and he would hug me. He never said a word. He would just grab me and hug me. But I did block him out of there. He hasn't been back in there since. But I have my own sacred space. Like I said, it's on a cliff. It's my own house. It's just comfortable, plants everywhere. There's like a cleared out area. There's a forest. I've got to have my trees. I always thought it was the mountains I was drawn to. It's the trees. And then over here, fall coming in, you know. That's only my space. Yeah. So, yeah. So, but I think it's important for everybody to have their own sacred space. But the first one they told us, set up like a computer system to where you can send messages to the divine and get answers back. But then other people have different ways of doing that too. So, yeah.
Oh, like an internet to the divine.
Yep. But he,
That's a great idea.
what he had us do was picture the screen as red first. And you know the hardest color to imagine when you're meditating is red because it's such a low vibration. So if you can picture red, you're doing real good. So you picture red, you type in your question, you hit enter, and then you turn the screen blue and you wait for the answer. You know?
Well, that was very helpful. I'm going to definitely have to try that out.
So these are just little tools, you know? Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now set aside all earthly. Yeah. Yeah, she's probably the best. Yeah, she blew me away. She blew Casey away too when she was doing my reading.
Me too, when she was doing your reading.
Wow. I wasn't anything that I was expecting. I just keep on this little,
Sorry.
I just keep thinking I'm this little peon on the scale, you know, still am. But then for them to pay that much attention to what I'm doing, that's huge. That's huge. Yeah. And like I said, what I tell you.
I think that reading is probably one of the best ones I've ever had.
What'd you say, Jane?
That reading that you guys sent me to was probably one of the best ones I ever saw. I hear me back in my ears. Who's got playing? I got feedback. I was totally blown away by that woman in that reading. Literally, I sat and like it brought tears to my eyes that she nailed it so fast and so exact.
And we all knew exactly who she was talking about as soon as she said it. We all knew.
Jane, if you got feedback, close out any YouTube that you might have going on your device.
I don't have any on my device.
I don't know why. Is it me or something? What's Streamlab? What's Casey talking about?
I don't know.
It's another streaming service like this.
Okay, hold on. It took me a minute, Casey. I'm sorry. She wants to come on. That's what.
Yeah, it doesn't come on my phone once I go on here. I don't have YouTube up anymore. I have no control over that, and I can't even see the comments. It's literally a box that has Casey in it, 3 little ones with us in it, and the controls on the bottom of it. And it says off to the side that I'm on the show. Yeah. I can't see any of the comments. So, hi, everybody. Anybody that's in the comments, hi, I don't know what you're saying.
Any icons up at the top, like the square with the play button in it?
No.
Okay.
No, those are on the bottom. And the only one I have up is the microphone, and you guys were muted until I was talking. There, I hear the feedback again.
Did you put the puppy
back?
Did you put the puppy?
Hi, Casey.
Hi. Yes, I put the puppy back. She was crying and then chasing after the cats, and then the cats were running away from the dog. And it's like the zoo here.
I saw a TikTok video that was spooky about a cat, and I thought of you. This cat gets up, stands up on his back leg, walks over to the table, looks around.
Crystal, mute yourself because I think it's you.
So the cat jumps up on the table with his back legs.
Yeah, I don't hear it anymore. Sorry.
And he's looking around, and he's just walking on his back legs and just hopping and stuff. And it's like, whoa, this cat looks like it's possessed.
Oh, great. You have to send that to me. I'm glad you thought of me when you saw a possessed cat.
I said, cats. And I think of cats, and I think of Casey.
Yeah. Yeah, mine are, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That means we're all in for progression at this time.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I see that all the time.
Yeah, it's a good confirmation. Thank you, universe.
Where's poor? Oh,
Thank you, universe.
Yeah.
Definitely, thank you.
what's Streamlab?
StreamYard is the app that we're in.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted me to start talking again.
I want them to join. If you don't
I
want
don't hear
anymore,
the
fine. I
feedback
can leave.
anymore.
I can take a hint.
It'll be interesting to see if the synchronicities are happening for me every day, like it started out today in the Mercury Retrograde. I might connect in with what she's saying about things, days or weeks coming in quickly, changes, and it's like, what grand and glorious adventure can we create today, universe? You know?
I'm hearing it.
These
So
want
it's,
good
it's
changes.
better if
So yeah, it's like wow, I just was not expecting that. I'm just over here thinking with my channel that I, reaching my small audience, trying to make a difference, and it's like, okay, I thought my first thought was, I hope this doesn't get so big that I get uncomfortable with it, because I like the personal stuff where we can sit and talk and stuff like this. But we're going to have people coming in and out, but it's like, okay, what do you got in mind, universe? Give me a little hint here.
I've been asking for hints for a long time, so if you could figure out how to get hints from the universe, I'd love to know that secret.
I keep asking what else is possible. What do I need to be aware of? What can be better than this?
Oh, that's when I get kicked in the teeth. I keep asking. But I like what she said about something good coming towards me.
Yeah.
I might actually go back and listen to the whole thing again.
I had to go back right away. I said, whoa, I got to listen to this again. Did she really say that?
Yeah, it was a beautiful reading all the way around.
Yeah, it was.
I think we all have to go listen to those again, because what you hear, like, it goes into your mind, and then your mind starts thinking about it, and as you're thinking about it, it transforms into your reality. So what you think is what you become. So if we start listening to these types of things and we start thinking about it and believing it, it's gonna manifest. Like, there's no way not to. So it's going to happen. So
I know. I
just gonna
always
Cece,
ask for,
she
like,
was
when I
just
get
so
reads, I'm always
good.
like, "Tell me something positive most of the time, Tell
yeah,
me positive things.
love positivity. Negativity,
Uh,
I'll hang up if it's negativity. Like, I can't deal with that. If you're not,
like, someone gave me a bad read, like a not so good read the other day, and I was like, oh, and then Leon's Libra read kind of freaked me out, the two of them together.
yeah, I think
Leon crushed me the other day with his readings. I mean, not him personally, but what his messages were. Virgo sucked. Leo sucked. Libra was horrible too. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a great week. Thanks, Leon.
so I don't think it's the reading suck. I think it's the situation that sucks. I think it's the energy, and it's a warning, right? It's like, this may or may
Oh,
not
yeah.
apply for you. So
Bringing up
it
Oh,
could
it
be a
definitely
warning.
wasn't him.
Excuse
I'm
me.
not saying it was him. I'm saying the messages he was bringing across. It was just like one hit after another, and I'm like, yeah, hey, thanks.
Right, and
Oh,
that's,
for me,
he's
the
not
energy's
saying,
already been flying in the air, so it was like, it was real. Like, it
but
wasn't
yeah,
like negative or positive to me.
right.
It
It's
was
just
real.
there.
It was a real warning.
so if
Yep.
And that's what it is. Readings are never positive or negative. It's how you respond to them, and you have the choice. When you get that reading, you could say, okay, I can either like, listen to it and just move on with my day, or I can actually make a change so that isn't the outcome. And that's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
he goes live.
exactly.
He's going live
I
tomorrow.
feel like it's
So
divine
Right.
telling you that, like, you have options,
yes,
or that you should look at your options, or
he's like,
evaluate the situation, or
exactly. This is the current energy. This is what could happen if you don't change something. That's
yeah,
why,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's
So
definitely a sneak peek into the future. You can change it if you want, but it was just
exactly.
like, oh,
maybe
yeah. Oh,
one,
thank you. It was just like, okay, well, maybe Virgo sucked. Maybe Libra will be better. I think Leo was even bad. And I was just like, yeah, rising sign, sun, moon. Oh, yeah, thanks.
I tell
Yeah,
you
you
guys,
should thank him, because that's an opportunity for you to change something.
Yep.
I tell you
No,
guys,
I'm definitely not bashing Leon at all. I love his readings, or I wouldn't watch him. It was just like one thing after another. It was just like, oh, yeah, okay, great. Thanks. Can I have something nice, maybe, universe?
This is why I tell you guys all the time, if you don't like something you hear, make a choice, change it.
I
Yep.
don't ever take like any readings as bad, you know. Some people are like, oh well, that was a negative read and that was a negative read, and I don't necessarily take them as negative reads. I think sometimes they're just like difficult personally reads.
Well, that's a positive way to look at something negative. I like that.
I think if we're starting out Mercury retrograde with the positive readings like we had today, we're on a good path.
I will take that.
Yeah.
I will definitely take that. Yeah, because I'm still sitting here kind of stunned thinking about it all.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know Spirit knew that it's kind of been weighing on my heart a little, you know, with everything.
Well, apparently more than a little, baby, if it brought that up, which I love you for. Thank you.
You're welcome.
If I could hug you, I would hug you.
You know, so because I just, yeah.
We'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
You don't need to have any more energy to it. It is what it is, and it's done.
Yeah. Yeah. So just,
Yeah.
yeah. I was hoping you would come in tonight.
Well, I was here the other night too, and I was trying to get on, and I was talking to Sierra. I was texting her saying, hello, do you see me in there? But she was on her computer. She wasn't on the phone, so she didn't get my text till like the next afternoon. And she called me up and was like, what the hell is going on? I said, I tried to get in the text to talk to Casey, and I couldn't get in. It was literally, and I even went off of it, unsubscribed, and went back and had to wait the 10 minutes to get back in to talk. And I'm talking and nobody's answering me. And I went off the live chat, went off entirely, went back on, and all the comments I made weren't even there. I was like, what the hell? That's why when I went on the corner last night, the craft corner, and I said, can I talk here? And you were like, yeah, why not? I was like, well, that's great, but why can't I talk in the other one?
And then
And I
tonight,
still can't.
but then you, I don't know. I have no idea, girl. Have no
I
idea.
didn't understand why you would do that. I'm like, I know I needed a timeout for my wrench, but I didn't think you'd block me.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
I know.
Because if I blocked you, you wouldn't be in here now because something should.
Yep.
So because I didn't go in and go look. I was going to do it later, you know. So I don't.
Yeah.
I have no idea what happened. I have no idea. Mercury retrograde. Who knows?
Somebody didn't want me in there.
Just weird stuff.
Yeah.
But
I'll just chalk it up to a weird.
somebody didn't want you to hear the message.
I think it was honestly like a weird glitch.
It had to have been. Because you all saw me on here. I didn't go because I'm gonna have to learn how to go in and look at the blocked list. You know?
Because I was even putting it on there because I thought if I was blocked, you would at least see my messages. And I was putting it to your attention, to Casey's Spiritual Corner.
Yeah.
And you weren't even, I was like, what the hell is going on here? That's why I was happy you were streamlining tonight. So I was like, okay, let's see if this works.
Yeah.
And I was actually on the phone with Sierra at the time.
I'm
And
going.
I hung up with her because it wouldn't let me on because I was on the phone with her. Which was fine because she was going to bed anyway. She had a tough day today.
Yeah.
What the hell is on my TV? I'm looking at Angels and Demons. What is this? Science Channel.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, because what it looks like yeah, I'm looking at my Facebook. It looks like one of the times when I tried to go on Facebook instead of on YouTube. That's probably why it didn't go. That's why it took me so long to get back on earlier.
Yeah, I can't find you on Facebook either. I looked on there for you and I can't find it.
It's under Casey's Spiritual Corner.
I looked and I couldn't find you.
Wow. Yeah, I'm on there.
I'll look again.
Yeah, because Triple Moon jumped on. She goes, "It's Triple Moon," and I had come up. I don't know why she hasn't been on lately either. So yeah. Yes, I still have the cooking channel, hun. We were on there last night.
Triple Moon Goddess was on today.
Was
Or
she?
yesterday she was on.
Huh. Yeah, it's Casey's Corner, KACI''S for cooking and crafts. We were on there last night, hun. And it's like, okay, we're using the spiritual chat to talk about travel and cooking, and we're using the cooking channel to talk about spirituality now.
Yeah, because that's when I went on it, because I was telling you if you go to East Coast to come to Jersey, because everybody thinks New Jersey's so dirty. It's not. I live in the freaking mountains. It is gorgeous up here.
Yeah. Well,
And the dirty part of New Jersey is the part next to New York City, and I think it's the runoff from the city.
Yeah.
I love my town. I love my whole county. It's beautiful.
Like I said, hopefully this summer or this fall, I will be able to take a trip, maybe take a couple weeks and go through some of the states, maybe the northern, yeah. Casey's off again, yeah. So because I like to take a few days to go through each state, to look at a lot of things. And I keep telling you guys, watch Saguru, watch his 8 series of him going across the United States and look at some of the beautiful scenery in there. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
My county is in the corner of New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. New York State is literally, I can get to it in 7 minutes, and I can get to Pennsylvania in about 15 or 20, roughly.
Yeah.
All mountains.
My family was settled Bucks County in Pennsylvania. They have the will of one of my ancestors in one of the museums over there. Mary Magdalene Benner, I think it is. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Saguro he's got lots of good information. Lots of good information. Has anybody ever heard? I was listening to one earlier. What's it called? Rudrashka. It's a stone fruit. He says it purifies your aura. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna have some of that." So I ordered.
What is it?
It's called RUDRASKSH. It's a stone fruit. And I said, "Ooh, I'm gonna order some of that." I ordered a couple bracelets. They're like $6.99 each.
That's interesting.
Yeah. He said it opens you up to grace. I am open and receptive to grace. I need some grace. Yeah.
We all could use a little grace.
Oh, yeah.
And anything having to do with Mary Magdalene, I'm in.
We used
I love her.
on Tuesday nights, we used to have my spiritual teacher, the one that started us on the meditation and our spiritual path. We started doing rosary Tuesday nights. And one night she was channeling Mary. Honest to God, I could see her with her long, dark hair. She was in a blue gown with a lighter blue veil. I could see her while she was channeling her. That was
That's nice.
Yeah. So, yeah. They're
I
called.
wish I could see the way you do.
I don't see a lot of stuff like that, except when they're running around my house.
I see spirits in my house all the time. One actually freaked my mother out the other day because she was standing in the kitchen and she thought I walked up the stairs and took a right down the hallway.
Yeah.
And she's talking to me, and I yelled up the stairs to her. I'm like, "What do you want?" She says, "Aren't you upstairs?" I said, "No." She said, "You didn't just walk up the stairs." I said, "No." So she freaked out because she said her mother saw spirits in the house and then died 3 days later. I'm like, "Yeah, no, the house is haunted, Mom. You're not so lucky. Sorry."
Oh my gosh.
And it is. I think there's a grave in my backyard that's a couple hundred years old because my the land that my house is on was I've gone back to 1645 when it was New Amsterdam, and then the English came in and made it New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. And there were massacres here from the Indians, the three tribes that were here at the time.
Yeah.
And we used to find arrowheads up on the mountain. And when we first moved here, it was like back in the day when somebody died, they'd put a sapling of a tree but in front of a grave to mark it to say, the growth of it, whatever.
Yeah.
There's one there, and there's a perfectly squared line of stones underneath this tree.
Wow.
And I think that that's one of the things, because I always get a feeling there's something outside looking in. And if you sit outside at night, you will see shadow figures going around the edge of my property. And I think they're the Native Americans that were murdered.
Yeah.
Massacred. But also, we were out there when we were younger. My sister and I used to watch my brother's kids. And my one niece, she was still in diapers. And we were doing their nails outside on the deck one day, polishing them. And she looked at both of us and said, "Who's the man in the woods?" And we both looked at her and said, "What man in the woods?" And we're looking, going, "No, there's no man in the woods." She says, "Who's the man with all the feathers?" And she touched her hair and down her chest like it was long. And we figured out later that it was, well, actually, we both kind of set ourselves in to be able to see what she saw. And it was a Native American man in a headdress. And she saw him.
Yeah.
So I know that there's things here.
No, Suguru, he said that he was in a forest and had an encounter with a Native American ghost, and that started his fascination with the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started hers with it too because she remembers it vividly, and she was probably 2. She was still in diapers.
We always went fishing in this one spot. My dad had a favorite spot. It was south of Eagle, Colorado, and it's beautiful cliffs back in there. It's green. It's lovely. There used to be a hunting area back in there where we always went camping. And my mom would stay in the tent and do crossword puzzles. And my dog and I would wander up and down the stream looking for my dad where he was stream fishing. And I used to tell the dog, "Take me to Daddy," and he'd take me to him. So when we took my nephew up there, I used to tell him, "There's Native Americans that live here. I feel them." And I used to tell him stories about those Native Americans. Now, have any of you read any of the books by Mary Summerrain about No Eyes?
No.
Interesting stories, okay? Her mentor was No Eyes. She found out she was Native American, and then she had a mentor that was No Eyes. No Eyes sent her on a mission to go around the state and clear some and to help some spirits pass over. She went into all the areas but when she got to this area, she says it's a Native American couple that when they were alive, they were engaged, and they are so full of love for each other and the forests in the area that they tend to the forest. She says, I cried. She goes, I couldn't send them back into the light. And I said, I got goosebumps. I said, oh my God, I used to pick up on them when I was a kid. I said, wow. You know? No, it's not edible. Yeah. Yeah. They're seeds. Yeah, they're dried seeds. That's why I was saying bracelets. I ordered a couple bracelets. Yeah. It's not about, but there's seeds in it, and it's for clearing. It's for clearing your aura. Yeah. Is everybody tired tonight? Everybody's so quiet.
Yeah, long day. Weather's coming. It's cold here.
I'm
We're
doing
supposed to be. There's an Arctic blast that is now hitting my town,
So
and it's going to be
we had
12 degrees tomorrow.
We had about a 12, about a half inch, maybe about half inch to quarter inch this morning, and that melted. And then we've got probably about a quarter of an inch out there now. Tinky's like, I'm not going out there.
My town on Monday, between Sunday night and Monday, they're calling 3 to 6 or 6 to 12. And I'm like right on the line of both. And I'm hoping the mountain line behind me stops it from coming here. I'm hoping we're on the less end of it.
Yeah, because I heard that the south and the northeast were the ones that are going to get hit this time.
Yeah, Northeast is definitely going to get slammed. I'm not looking forward to it. Upstate New York's going to get way more, but I'm not looking forward to this. And they said tomorrow with the wind chill factor, it's supposed to be like almost 0. I was like, yep, not going outside.
We had like 20 today.
Yeah, we had like 26 today, and we're supposed to have 46 tomorrow. So
it was 46 here today, and it's total switch. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it.
Well, everybody's tired. Maybe we need to wrap it up for tonight. It's almost 11 here.
I feel like
Things should be stirring soon.
What'd you say, Jenna?
I said I feel like I'm jumping on the defense, deleting evidence. That's what I'm doing. I got sidetracked, like, oh, maybe I should delete this, delete that.
Oh my gosh, girl.
Ugh, scared. Sucks to be scared.
Well, you may think about filing that you don't know where he is, but basically you don't. You got an idea, but you don't know for sure. So, and then cut all contact. And
Wait, who are we talking about here? The new guy or the ex?
Ex.
Oh, Casey, you just need to do her tarot card reading so she can see.
I know Jenna needs to get hold of me.
Yeah, thank you, Jane. Yeah, I was going to email you today. I don't know, staying up till 2 in the morning. I don't exactly get anything done the next day. I had family pop into town too, and then I had like a family emergency. I have a nephew who's troubled, and a lot of stuff went down today. So,
good way to start the Mercury retrograde. I
was just thinking the same exact thing.
So I got up at 5 and let her out, and then went back to bed. I slept till 11. I said, "What the heck is going on with me that I'm so tired?" But then look at how late we stay up at night too.
Yeah, I think that's a little
bit. It's a spiritual awakening too, isn't it? That's one of the symptoms to it.
Yeah,
being tired and needing sleep.
So I was looking at this thing on Archangel Metatron, and he's also the Archangel of Ascension.
Oh, yeah.
What else did it say? Where is it?
Yeah, like last 2 weeks, my head, like I couldn't even touch my head. It hurt so bad. I changed my shampoo. I massaged my scalp. I oiled it. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on with me?
Hmm.
Oh, so what did I do? Must have turned it off. It's not here. Oh well. I'm going to listen to it again later. Huh.
Yeah, I'm going back, making sure I was nice.
Your fault.
You're
Oh,
always nice, Jenna.
oh,
So
I gave you a hard time.
I've been listening to this book, Chiron, the Lightworker's Handbook, and I've listened to the first chapters, and it's like, okay, this is another thing that is affirming that I am teaching some of the right stuff. I said, wow, I'm getting all kinds of confirmations lately. I don't know if they're trying to boost up my confidence or what the heck. Preparing me for what's coming up.
Can't see why not.
Well, you do need a confidence boost, so I don't know why though, because you're awesome and we all love you and you are the reason why we come here.
And I love you guys so much, and I learned just as much from you guys as I learned.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do learn from you every day.
I learned from you guys also. So Archangel Metatron clears your vibes, helps you tune into heavenly wisdom, makes space for positive energy. Did you know Metatron was actually a human at one point in time? It's
No.
Archangel Metatron understands more than the other angels what it feels like to be challenged by people and situations. Archangel Metatron's name means the throne next to God, and yet this archangel has a special connection with this current era, representing the new energy and connections that are opening to other worlds in heaven. He's the angel who will help you connect with the wisdom of God in your daily life. I said, wow.
Casey,
Yes, ma'am.
Casey, Metatron is my angel.
Mine too. He yeah, he's used for tech. He came to me in meditation. I'm seeing this dark navy blue sky in the background with the little stars, and then I'm seeing these pine trees that are black, and there's this great big huge pine tree, and I see this little blue light start at the bottom, goes all the way up to the top of the tree of life and explodes in light blue light. I said, wow, Archangel Michael. I got told right away 3 times in a row within the next hour that was Archangel Metatron, not Michael. He wanted me to know it was Metatron. Metatron is a
What is,
lot blue than Michael is. Oh yeah, he was making sure. It was yeah.
what did he sound like?
He didn't talk to me. He just showed me the but things that came in with the next hour. I think one person called and asked me about Metatron. I opened a book and it was on Metatron, and I don't remember what the other one. It's like, okay, it wasn't Michael, it was Metatron. So
Okay.
I pay attention when things start coming in threes. Pay attention. You know,
I always do that.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. So when you go in and do it, like I said, it's on community. Go in and do the little test to find out what archangel you should work with. So you,
Okay. Oh, I wanted to tell you before I forget. I emailed you very late or early this morning, Casey.
I
And
saw I saw him, hon. I did see him.
did you watch them?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Weren't like there's some I was watching it and that was after I talked to my sister last night and I was so upset and they were one after another. It was all just like total affirmations of everything. And I said, I really wish I could show this to everybody.
But look at this one. Were they not the same thing? Only when you do not know yourself, the opinions of others become more important. It was the same theme over and over.
Yes.
So
Yes.
today was very, very important for you, hon. Very
Yep. Well, it just confirms what I feel and what I want. So now I know I'm on the right path.
Yes, yes. Excellent. Good.
I mean, I always knew I was on the right path. I know where I want to go. I know what I want my future to be. I know what I want to, like the one that said, look at your life in 10 or 15 years and where you're going to be. Is that where you want to be? Is that where your path was that you chosen for yourself? And I was like, yes, it will be.
Yeah. I'm just focusing on being happy.
That's it.
You know?
Joy. I want joy, laughter, love, and light.
Yeah.
I want to clear up my energy and get rid of all the stressful things that have been killing me for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
But make sure that you're grounded every day, Jenna. And call in that Archangel Michael and his Blue Flame Legions for protection. Put a mirror up between you and him to send his energy back. Him and you and his family. You know? There's little
Jenna, can you get a or can you get an snowflake obsidian stone?
Yeah, I'm wearing some obsidian on my wrist.
A snowflake obsidian?
I don't know. I don't have those
Snowflake obsidians they're black and they literally have white spots on them that look like snowflakes.
Yeah.
And you take the stone and you hold it in your right hand, put your thumb on it and push it forward when energy is being thrown at you that you don't want. You push it forward, never back. Just down, forward, pick your thumb up and put it back again. And
Yeah.
keep doing the circle of it. But don't pull it back to you. And whatever energy they're throwing at you, you push back to them. I learned that at a powwow from a Native American shaman.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So get yourself a snowflake obsidian. The bigger, the better.
Yeah, I should.
That's why I like going to my friend's magic shop because I literally will walk in there. I close my eyes and put my hands out and say, who wants to take a deep breath and say, who wants to come home with me? And I wait to see which way the energy pulls me. And her shop is filled with stones. She's got them all outside the front window. She's got them throughout the shop. Candles all over the place. Stones at the register that you can, like little stones that you could pick to put in like a bag that you could wear. I used to do that when I was young. I had a mojo bag it was a Native American made out of deer skin. And I was skinny enough back then that I would just put it on my hip. Like I'd step into it, pull it up over my hips and lock it on me and I'd wear it all day long, every single day. And I felt so much better back then. I want to get fabric or something right now to make another one and start wearing them again. And if I get that and I can figure out how to do it, I'm going to do it. And I want to do it at the corner with you guys so you can collect the stones you each need that you put in this bag. And it's literally also something I learned from a shaman that the stones you specifically need at the time will work themselves to the top of the bag. So if you open it, you stick your fingers in and pull one out, it literally will be the stone you need
That makes
for
sense.
whatever moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm.
You have any amethyst, Jenna?
Yeah.
Hold it. Hold it. And like I
If
said,
you could find it,
you could
I'm
throw
sorry, Casey, go ahead.
You could throw everything in a suitcase, lock it, and throw it into the violet flame. Just get some little lunch boxes, and every time something comes up, put it in there, lock it, and throw it into the violet flame. Start transmuting that energy.
So hard.
I know, hon. I know.
Jenna, see if you could find a snowflake obsidian, a amethyst rather, with white chevrons in it. Those are specifically healing stones.
Apparently, I have to watch my finances. The not good finances are going to turn into not good finances.
Okay, I got, all right. You need to get in touch with me. I need your address. I have tonka beans. Here we go. More Native American stuff I learned. I love going to powwows. I haven't been in a long time, but they are very informative. You take a tonka bean and put it in your wallet, and it will attract money and always keep money in your pocket. You just have to make sure it's always there because the bean is poisonous, and I don't want Jayla getting it because she would get really sick and die if she ever ate it.
Oh wow, yeah.
But
Try not to keep
they're
any of
big.
that stuff around.
All right, well, it's a big. I'm telling you, it works because I used to do it, and I should actually. I have to find them. I have to see if I still have some. But I'm gonna find some, and if I can get it, I would send them. I would mail them to each of you because they seriously do work. I used to keep one in my wallet, and I kept one in my Mojo bag that I would wear.
You could also write an 8 and put it in your wallet. That's supposed to bring in money also.
An infinity sign?
Yeah, a number 8. Yeah.
Oh, I'm on that.
8 is a money number anyway.
Oh my god, I'm so scared. You know, I'm most scared about not being able to help my daughter if he does this to me.
Why?
Did he send another message?
No.
Don't let him stress you out.
You know, Casey, you were saying like if I just act like he disappeared, but then I feel like, you know, one day he would try and come back at me. I feel like it wouldn't officially close the door.
But is he gonna? But is he gonna do a lawyer to do that?
What's that?
But is he gonna have the money for a lawyer to do that?
Me? Yeah. Oh my
Will
god.
he have it?
Will he have the money to do that?
Oh, no. Look, if he ever comes after you with a lawyer, I have a spell you can do that I have done that I know that works. You just need a cow's tongue. No joke.
I have a native.
You get a cow's tongue and you put five slits in it. At the back of the tongue, you get names. Your name, his name, the name of both your lawyers and the judge. And you'll get it. You could get all that from your lawyer and make copies of it all. Little pieces of paper, just their signatures. You shove them in each slat in the tongue. You got to get a needle and thread and sew it shut, which is not easy because a cow's tongue is very coarse like a cat's tongue. There's an incantation. You wrap it up and throw it in a freezer. And at that moment, you're in control of the court case.
I have
And
told me to get some white willow bark and just put it in 4 corners of your house, and the legal situation goes in your favor.
oh, really?
Yeah.
White willow. Okay, I didn't know that. That's one to grow on. But I know the cow's tongue works because I've done it. And my friend that owns the magic shop actually is the one that wrote the spell. And the spell was published in a magic book of 5,000 spells that is no longer sold in the United States. And no longer published here.
Jenna, what if he can't find you? What if he can't find you, hon? You were talking about moving.
She's gone.
Yeah.
Just you and me in the chat. Oh, was she talking on the...
No.
I can't see the feed.
But everybody's tired. I think we need to close it up for tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been in here almost 3 hours and 20 minutes. Well, I haven't. You guys.
Yeah. Yeah, because I started later tonight because of the readings that were going on earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, I was napping when you guys were in it in the beginning.
Yeah. Don't give your power away, Jenna, to this man. He's trying to intimidate you. Yeah. Because he knows your vulnerability is your daughter. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and wrap it up for tonight, everybody. I'll come in tomorrow and I'll do 3. I need to do 3 astro signs tomorrow, and I'll see about getting started on the video for the for the healing technique. Yeah. So yeah, I think
All
it's
right, I'll find you, but know that if I'm not there, I'm still blocked.
yeah. Jenna, honey, start putting that fear into the bubble, handing it off to an angel, put it into the violet flame, you know. So why don't you visualize yourself standing, your whole body standing in the violet flame tonight? And I know it's hard, hon, because I had so much fear about raising my kids by myself. But the thing was, I was already doing it before I even left him because there was no support there at all. And, hon, we're sending you some love and light, okay?
Always.
Yeah, we're all here for you, hon. And like I said, if you need somebody to talk to, you can message me. And we need to schedule your reading. And yeah, yeah, yeah. It was terrifying the first time, you know. And then I turned around and because I didn't want to be alone, because that's how we're programmed. Then yeah. And the thing is, once I left him, he waited about 6 months and then he called me and asked if he could come home. And I said, no, I don't think so. But he never made the effort to see the kids, ever made the effort to see the kids. If they wanted to see him, they had to go see him. He never called to take him anywhere, go anything, family activities, anything. Just totally cut them all off.
You had no right to call that place home. It wasn't. It was
Yeah.
your home, their home, and yours.
Yeah. He abandoned you. Yeah. He abandoned you. But in Canada, it's no fault. Yeah. But hon, I would seriously consider about moving. Maybe cut
Come to
off.
the States, Jenna. Come to the United States, girl.
I have a spare bedroom. Yeah.
See if the laws are different and how it would benefit you if you come here. Because I know when it goes state to state, they don't, like New Jersey law to Florida law or New Jersey to New York laws are not the same.
But do you really karma? Do you think, Crazy Crystal, that you're really creating karma if you move in order to protect your child? You know?
It would be good karma if it would be, isn't it? Because it's a protection. It's not to
Yeah.
harm.
Yeah. A means of protection. There's a difference between trying to pursue, preserve, you know, her health and sanity and yeah. Yeah. But let us know if you need anything, hon, okay? And I think we'll wrap it up for tonight. Everybody's tired. Okay. We'll be
See
back
you
on
tomorrow.
Sunday. Yeah. Sunday.
Sunday. Sorry.
Unless you come
All
on.
right. Well, if I can, that'll be depending if if I have cable with this storm. I'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, and I hope you figure out what happened with me being hidden between now and then, because I'd really like to be in the chat.
Yeah, because I have no idea. Yeah, I'll go in and look and stuff. But if you were blocked, you wouldn't be able to be on here now. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens. I don't know how it works, but I hope you figure it out.
Okay.
And if Sierra's in here and I can't talk to you, I'll have her tell you that I can't talk to you.
Okay.
So you know. So I don't know. Were you going to do the StreamYard then too?
I know I'm doing StreamYard on Friday nights. I do StreamYard when I do collaborations, but I normally don't do it all the time because
Okay. I just didn't know if you were going to do it on Sunday.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Everybody have a good night. If you need anything,
You too.
we could always have an emergency meeting. Okay, everybody.
That's it. Everybody sleep well. Sweet dreams to everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. He can't get this contested because he left. God will always. Yeah. Namaste, hon. We're sending you love, Jenna. Okay? Yeah. Good night, everybody.